don't know how to juggle, but we'll try this out. Okay.
So much. That's the one. '2020 Phoenix. PSA 10. Yes, we do, Rob Richardson. He is over here on TikTok. Shout out to Bubba, too. Oh, hell yeah. How about a PSA 10 Super Bowl MVP, Mr. Patty Mahomes, on the Fireburst PSA 10? That's a nice one, Ashtray Poetra. Congratulations, good sir. You win this morning. Johnny Quick. Oh, wow. Holy shit, talking mushrooms. JunkWax Nasty. That is numbered to 25 on the Royal Lineage. Bandysbrock, Johnny Quick, and Jack Campbell. That's cool. 10 out of 25 on the Triple Relic. Very nice. There you go, my man. And that one's going to go in a big boy 130-point penny sleeve. Mr. Tripp, welcome back. Good evening. And I got to grab a not JunkWax Vintage top loader for that one. Because that's a thick boy with 4 C's. Felicidades, Henry. That's pretty, buddy. It's a bloody buddy. 2 in blue. Well, hello!
Oh, my God!
Mikey Kobaugh and Dutchie. I cannot thank you enough, my brother. On the gifted spot. Your World Series MVP on the All Aces, Freddie Freeman. Check that out, Fam Damley.
Get that cone out of my face!
Oh my.
Just leaving that one up for you, brother. Wow. Oh, hello. Peanut butter and jealous. Alan White. Nolan Ryan autograph numbered to 10. Damn! Holy shit. Talking mushrooms, legends. JunkWax Nasty. Woo! Congratulations, Alan White. I am honored to even hold it in my hot little mitts. Damn. Check that out, Alan White. You win, brother. That is 3rd on print to 10. That is the 2nd to 10 autograph that we have found.
Oh, my God!
Oh my God, it's so juicy!
Emotional damage!
El Mutante. The 17-year-old sensation for San Diego. Bro. Dutchie, you win. That is absolutely good karma. You know it, Bubba. Holy crapola. And it is numbered 59 out of 60. How about a penultimate on print? Leo Dallas DeVries, El Mutante. Well, felicidades, Dutchie. Congratulations, my good man. That is sick. Numbered to 149 on the acetate. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Junk Wax Nasty. That is sick. Congratulations, buddy. I am so stoked that we could find that together. Kyle Giungo, good evening, buddy. He says, would you be our very first numbered card? And my dear friends, we have some morning wood.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. I'll see myself out. Oh, my Lanta.
Oh my God!
Check that out. First on print to 5. Damn. Goodness gracious. Congratulations to the Nationals. And that is Mikey 2, Mikey Koba. Brother. Congratulations, buddy. First on print to 5. Whew. Schmo, you're exactly right. Thank you, buddy. Goodness gracious. Congratulations, Mikey 2. Damn. Case hit, bud. And check this out.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Number to 50. The GOAT. TB12 Tom Brady. Congratulations, Mr. Paul Bailey. There you go. That's right. Dunk, thank you for smacking the follow button. 615, let's go. Todd Kale, thank you for smacking the follow button. That's what I'm saying. That is beautiful. 29 out of 50 there for you, Paul Bailey. Congratulations, OG. That is a case hit. That's right, Paul Bailey. Congratulations, my brother. Beautiful. And let's find out where this came from. Oh my God! We found it! Lane Rust, congratulations, young man. Yes way. Yes way. Oh, I'm so excited. Folks, this is the first time I'm seeing it too. Would you just look at it? 1 of 1 gold. Beautiful Junk Wax Vintage family card stand. Congratulations, Lane Rust. That is magnificent, my friend. Hell yeah.
Oh my God!
Would you just look at it, Lane Rust? Congratulations, young man. Oh, wow.
Oh my God!
Holy shiitake mushrooms. Congratulations to Bethany on the gold CJ Stroud rookie autograph. Woo! That is magnificent. And it's nicely centered too. Congratulations, Bethany. You win. So family, in the chat, let me know whether you would like to have the Malik Neighbors Kaboom or the CJ Stroud rookie autograph number to 50. It is a slab. Ooh. 2011 Topps PSA 10. Big Papi. David Ortiz. From 2006 Topps. Congratulations, Tippy Brad Schwartz. That's a nice one, buddy. And shout out to our Boston brethren. So Tippy Brad Schwartz, if you go back and watch this replay, brother, just keep in mind that I purchased all these PSA 10s very, very intentionally. So if you do not PC this, somebody in this family does. So if you want to reach out in the Junk Wax Vintage family chat, initiate a trade, or if you want to sell it, that is totally okay too. Congratulations, Tippy Brad Schwartz.
Still no Griffey rookie. We've been searching for days.
We should have purchased from JunkWaxVintage.
Set course to Earth. Let's go get our Griffey.
Let's get ready to rock.
It's Wednesday night and we're going live. The JunkWaxVintage crew's gonna come alive. Dalen's ripping packs, bringing that fire, and Mrs. JunkWax will ship what you desire. You gotta break spots, waiting for the fam. And personal rips you can snag like bam. Just head to JunkWaxVintage.com, where the legends shop and the vibe stay strong. We're gonna rip, we're gonna ship, gonna spin that moose, let the good times flip. If the hype train rolls, you might just win one of those sweet hit boxes tucked within. Yeah, the stage is set, the crew's in place. It's wonderful Wednesday, so join the cheer, we'll chase that heat from vintage wax to that ultra modern treat. You bring the love, we'll bring the flame. It's JWV, not just a name. We're gonna rip, we're gonna ship, gonna spin that moose, let the legends dip. With every break, there's more to find, so get ready to roll. It's almost time.
Good evening, my friends. It is excellent to see you. Excellent to be seen. It is another happy hump evening right here in the front yard, and I could not be more excited to be here with you folks.
Yeah.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. All right.
Well, top of the evening to you, you legends. It is always so damn good to see you. Happy hump evening. How we doing? Hey, what's up there, Onward? Good to see you there, brother. Top of the evening to you, legend. Good evening, Druzer. Good evening, Senor Ruiz. Excellent to see you. Que bueno verte. Good evening, Alan White. Good evening, the Hammer, Mr. Jeff Hansen. Onward, Jeff Sack. David, I see you over there, brother. Our favorite Schmidt head, Randy. Great to see you, folks. Mr. Josh Fish. Good evening, legend. Shout out to all my folks over here on TikTok tonight. Mr. Mike Green. Nate the Great Verhalen. Good to see you, brother. Always a pleasure. Big Big Worm. What you talking about there, Paul Willis? It is excellent to see our family newlyweds, Sophie and Taylor. Nice to have you. Or excuse me, that is Sophie and her friend Taylor. Nice to have you, Taylor. Good to have you. All right, legends. As always, hey, what's up, Freebird? And B Navy. Thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the crew. Nice to have you. So, folks, as always, it is another happy hump evening here in the front yard. And, folks, tonight's going to be a special night. Let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
We have several things that are super, super interesting tonight. Okay, so first and foremost, we have 2 full breaks. We are absolutely going to do 2 full breaks tonight, and I am ridiculously excited to do so. There's a brand new Allen & Ginter mixer. That is PYT. It just went live up there at JunkWaxVintage.com about an hour ago or so. Some of you have already snagged some spots. Thank you. So we are definitely going to bust into those 2 breaks. If another one fills, we might be able to bust into that one as well. Might be a 3-break night. In addition to all that, my dear friends, we do have a plethora, a grip of family rips to get through also. Thank you to those of you who have hit JunkWaxVintage.com. You already know who you are. Also, we have redemptions. Check this out, folks. We got 4 of them back from Panini. I'm going to show you those in just a couple of minutes. And then, my dear friends, the return, the triumphant return of JunkWaxVintage vintage repacks. A lot of you, my OGs, you know that last year when we got back from the National, we were able to purchase a 10-card run of cards that came directly from Raleigh Fingers' personal collection. Pretty damn cool. So that was like the theme of what those repacks were, right? This repack round has a theme also. And I think there's 12 repacks total. And 3 of them are not rookie cards. All the rest of them are rookie cards, as far as I know. 3 or 4. I'll have to double check. But there is a checklist up there at JunkWaxVintage.com, so you can look and see exactly what is in those boxes. You just never know what you're going to get, though. So I'm super excited. We have several of those that have already been sold this evening. Shout out to Alan White. Shout out to Nate the Great Hopker. We're going to bust into those tonight, and I'm ridiculously excited to do so. So we have repacks. We have redemptions. We have breaks. We have family rips. And you already know we have a happy hump night ahead of us. All right, let's get some music started, shall we? Good evening, Travie Patty. Well, welcome back there, Happy Hands. Good to see you, Holden. That is you, Mr. Guthrie. Am I correct? I'm learning. Good to see you, Dutchie. How was my favorite JVD? And we're not talking about Jean-Claude Van Damme. Top of the evening to you, legend. Okay, let's get some music happening. And again, folks, I sincerely appreciate you bearing with me. I will always fess up, even if it is to my own detriment. And been a doozy of a day over here at JWV. So I was about an hour late this morning, unfortunately, because we were up so late last night. And then I go live tonight, and my internet craps out on me. That was kind of a bummer. So from the bottom of my heart, my friends, thank you for bearing with us through some technical difficulties. Gosh dang it, you can always depend that we will figure it out, and the show must go on. Oh, Taylor, beautiful. I was hoping so, my friend. Outstanding. So that is the fiance. Did you guys just get married, though? Or am I jumping the gun on that? But it's nice to have you, Taylor. And you know what, Tay-Tay? I can't follow everybody, but I got you there, homie. Welcome to the family, Tay. Nice to have you, my fellow Texan. All right. Dutchie, hey, it's good to have you here, my man. Thank you. And Nate the Great Verhalen, you found my old emotes there, buddy. For when I had short hair. Those are fun. Thank you. Brings back some awesome memories from when I very first started this channel. So fun fact on those emotes, my friends. When I first started this channel, like back in 2021, I had to have 5 emotes because they make you have 5 emotes. So I literally took my camera and took random pictures of myself just to put placeholders into those emotes so I could start the channel. Those are exactly what is still up there. I have never changed them. They're kind of funny. So thank you in advance for using those. I think it's hilarious. Nate the Great Verhalen, you legend. Smacking me with 25 of my favorite gift of all time. How dare you be so amazing, sir? I see you over there, Nate the Great. Verhalen, not Verhagar. All right, my dear friends. Why, thank you, David. I saw you snag those Astros, my man. That is a beautiful thing, my brother. Good evening there, Randall Pink Floyd. How you doing there, bro? Great to see you again as well. Jason Russell, my Canadian cousin. I saw you snag those Angels, good sir. Smart man. Smart man, I like it. Hal Dana, good evening. Welcome back to the Crudster. Good to see you too, buddy. Big hugs and firm handshakes all around, my dear friends. Mr. Jim Cos. Oh, yes, you do. Remember me eating that 30-year-old gum, my man, and then I got sick. I ate so much of it, I got sick. Yikes. Alrighty. You know what we must do here, folks. Before we get into anything else, we got to bust into our very first item of the evening. Some of that spicy water. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, y'all. Gotta stay hydrated. Shout out to my HEB. I love it so much, Nate the Great. Yep, you found him. My man. Good evening, Danny. Good evening, Kevin Conlon. Good evening, Uncle Smitty. Yay. My San Antonio hermano. Taylor, thank you for smacking that follow button right back at you, homie. Welcome to the family. The Purple Giraffe, top of the evening to you, homie. How are you doing? Good to see you again, as always. Alrighty. We busted into that spicy water. Yes, I am onward. How did you know? You're absolutely right, good sir. You nailed it. Mike 116, welcome. Nice to have you, buddy. All right, legends. I'm going to bust into a fresh pack of juicy junk wax. And then we're going to refresh JunkWaxVintage.com for the very first time on this happy hump evening. And just to let you know, folks, the queue of family rips will be as follows. If we have a Jared Ziegler in the house, he will be first. Ryan Bruns will be second. Alan White, our very first couple repacks. Thank you so much, Alan White. You will be after that. Then we have Nate the Great Verhalen with a few packs and a repack. And then we have Sophie and Tay-Tay. And then we have Nate the Great Hopker. Couple of Nates. Oh, that is beautiful. Mike Green. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you so much. It is excellent to have you over here on Twitch, you handsome son of a gun. My Facebook buddy. And Legends. Himbo, before I could even say anything, my brother, you beat me to it. And I cannot thank you enough, you legend. Shout out to one half of the Towers of Power, Mr. Timbo T. Wood, with his 1,398th gifted sub to Mr. Mike Green. Folks, I know that sounds like a fictional number. It's not. 1,398 gifted subs for Timbo T. Wood. That is an astonishing number, Timbo. As always, my dude, thank you so much, you big sweetie. Okie dokie. Hey, what's up, C-Bus? Welcome back, my dude. Great to see ya. Long Day Purple Giraffe. Hey, I am with you, brother. I will always be transparent, folks. It has been kind of a crazy day over here at the JWV studios, but I am uber grateful to be here with you all tonight. Time for some quality family time. Gosh dang it. Oh, that's awesome, Kevin Conlon. Mr. Kevin Conlon says, I'm in second place in the Junk Wax Vintage Baseball League in 5 for 5. That's awesome, my dude. Matter of fact, I should check mine. See where we're at, yeah? For those of you who do not know what we're talking about, there's an app that we play together almost every single day. It is called 5 for 5 Baseball. If you go to 5for5baseball.com, you use the numbers. So 5, F-O-R, the number 5, baseball.com. If you go there, you can download the app for free. And we play it every morning, almost every morning. Give me just a moment here, folks. For some reason, it logged me out. What the heck? There we go. All right, so my choices for today were the Yankees, the Rangers, the Cubbies, the Dodgers, and the Reds. And none of my teams have completed yet. But it looks like the Rangers and Yankees are doing well. Cubs are doing well. Ooh, Trolley Dodgers, not so much. Rockies are up by 2. That's surprising. But there you go. Congratulations, Kevin Conlon. That's fantastic, buddy. And we have, it looks like Mr. Glenn Lucio in the number 1 spot right now. Yankees 2025, Mr. James Berkey, Mark Bluma, Cousin Vinny, Jeff Rowe, Matt Butcher, Davey Prophet, Shiny Nick Nichols, and Brad Ahern rounding out the top 10 there. Nice. Which one is you there, Kevin Conlon? Yankees 2025, baby? Excellent. Very cool, buddy. Nice. It's good to know who that is. I had no idea. Well, congratulations, Kevin Conlon. That is magnificent. Randy Schmidt. Breaks after family rips. Correct. Yes, sir. As always. You betcha. Onward says, how do you decide how to price teams on PYT breaks? My man. Wouldn't you like to know? I work hard. That's how. I work very hard at it, my friend. So every single break is different. It all depends on what the opportunities are for each team in each product, because each product varies widely, right? So I go through the checklist, I look at every single team, and I figure out pricing like that. I appreciate you asking, buddy. Wyatt, is there a grand prize for the DraftKings League? Are you talking about 5 for 5 baseball? Or DraftKings? Oh, thank you so much, David. I appreciate that, buddy. That means more to me than you will ever know, my friend. Thank you so much. So as I have said before, folks, I will always be transparent with you. The way that we do pricing here for everything, we actually have a little pricing calculator. So we put everything through that calculator that automatically subtracts platform fees, taxes, etc. And then instead of looking at any item and saying, okay, how much money can we make on this? It's the opposite. myself and Mrs. Junkwax actually put our heads together and say, okay, combined with everything else that's up there on the site right now, how low can we keep this price while also keeping the lights on? Because at the end of the day, folks, this is not just your normal card channel, right? We have a family here. And at the end of the day, I want to give back to each and every one of you that have put me in a position that I never in a million years thought that I would be in. So I'm always trying to keep the prices as low as humanly possible. So we just make a little itty bitty bit on everything that we do, but we make up for it with volume, right? We rip a lot here. We do a lot of breaks. So that is how we're able to keep the lights on and keep this whole thing going, gosh dang it. So thank you to each and every one of you. Please give yourselves a pat on the back for being a loved and valued member of the JWVCC. Wyatt. Oh, 5 for 5. Roger that, my man. I got to be honest with you, brother. So I'm not actually the maker of that app. That's our buddy Ryan and our buddy Mike George. So they made that app and they cover the gifting and the prizes that happen with that app. So our buddy Ryan is also known as Game 7 Prince. He makes really cool prints, baseball, football, basketball, all kinds of cool stuff. And that is typically the prizes that go out with 5 for 5 baseball. Yes, you do, Onward. You have permission to give yourself 2 pats on the back. Absolutely. Timbo, is there weekly prizes? I don't know, my man. You'll have to ask Ryan on that one, brother. I'm so sorry. I wish I had more information, but I do not. That is not my bag. The way that Ryan and I... So I'll share with you, folks. Ryan, Mr. Ryan Morris, the guy that made the app, 5 for 5 Baseball, I met him probably about 4 months into the beginning of this channel. He stumbled across my channel on TikTok. Him and I totally hit it off. He was buying into our breaks consistently, showing up to the show consistently every day. And after about 2 months, he reaches out to me and he says, hey, man, I really like what you do on your channel. My buddy and I made this really neat app. We would love to have a group to kind of test it on. And I said, bro, bring it. I got you. So Ryan is a Gem Mint 10 human being. Mike George is a Gem Mint 10 human being. And I just want to help those guys build that app. So that is my involvement in it. I do not get paid for it. I have no financial interest in that app whatsoever. I'm just trying to help those guys out because they're awesome. And I think we should all try to help each other, you know? So there you go. Hey, what's up there, New Boot Gooseman? Excellent to see you. Niche! What's up, brother? Excellent to see you back there, Rob, Mr. Nicius. Always a pleasure. JP Peterson, thank you for smacking the follow button. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a CEO cameo. The temperature of this room just increased by about 15 degrees. I'm sweating over here. I don't know how she expects me to focus on cards when this is over here. A little distracting. Babe, need you to quit looking like that. Mr. Hawkins, it is always so damn good to see you, brother. How are you tonight, buddy? Big Perm, you were absolutely right. She is the best CEO in the business. Spot on, buddy. I could not agree more on that one. Ryder, yes, it increased. That's right. Every single time she comes in here, it gets hotter and hotter. Like a sauna. All right, my dear friends, let's get into our very first pack of the evening. Less talky, more rippy. So, we have 1990 hockey. Let's go. And of course, my friends, right after this, we're going to refresh JunkWaxVintage.com and see where we're at. And we will get through all of our juicy family rips before we get into a couple of breaks tonight. Let's go. Pierre Savigny. Shout out to Chloe Savigny. John Bice. That's right, Paul. That's right, buddy. Oh, Rick Wamsley. Wham. Patrick Roy. Or Patrick Waugh. For the Canadians. Mark Osborne. Ooh, we got a collector's choice for the Jersey Devils. And that is Kirk Muller. How about old Wayne Gretzky? Hey, we know who that guy is from the Campbell Conference. That's fun. The Art Ross Trophy winner, Mr. Gretzky. So nice, we got him twice. Gotta love it. Kelly Kissio. You got a checklist. Rick Meager. Dougie Fresh Gilmore for Calgary. Finishing that one off. Nice. First pack of the evening, if I do say so myself. Mr. Derek Soonerbomb, you legend. Mrs. Zebra, it is so good to see you, Whitney. How are you, homie? Shout out to my favorite zebras. And by the way, I gotta give credit where credit is due. Homie, you and your entire family are absolutely killing it. Keep up the good work over there, Mrs. Zebra. I see you. I see you working. I see the little ones working. You are killing it over there, my friend. Keep up the good work. Shout out to Zebra's Cards. And if you haven't followed Zebra's Cards yet, you damn well should. You're missing out. They're a couple of 1-2 gem mint 10 human beings. Their entire family, matter of fact. Okie dokie. So, let's refresh that shop for the very first time on this happy hump evening. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, Whit. Hey, I just speak the truth, homie. It's easy to tell the truth. Good to see you, my friend. Big hugs and firm handshakes to the whole Zebra clan. Our buddy Just Me over here on TikTok says, how do I buy? So all you have to do, my friend, is head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com. We need to fix the graphic that's in the middle of our screen, folks. I know I've been working on it for weeks. I'm so sorry, my friends, but we will fix that, and that'll be a lot easier for you to see that over there so people don't have to ask me. I appreciate you, folks. Thank you so much. JunkWaxVintage.com. That is the spot. Okie dokie. Mr. Finger. I appreciate you asking there, buddy. Didn't you gift me this box, my man? Drewzer, thank you for dropping the link in the chat. I sincerely appreciate that, buddy. Thank you as always. That is super helpful. Bubba, you did not miss the redemptions, my man. You did not. We're going to get into them in just a moment. Whitney, I appreciate it, homie. Thank you so much. We are killing it over here ourselves. So we've hired my mother and my nephew, and they sort cards for us on the weekends. My son just moved in with us. He's 18. So we got some big things going on over here. I could not be more grateful. I was actually, folks, I'll share with you, at my dinner table tonight. I had a chat with my whole family. I said, you know what, fam? I think it's super important. Sometimes us as human beings, we have a propensity, if that's the word, we have a habit of constantly looking forward to the future, right? And a lot of us, me included, sometimes look forward to the future like it's some kind of mythical destination that someday we're going to get there and we're going to be happy, right? I think it's super important to be in the present, you know, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. What is guaranteed is right now. So it's super important that we live in the moment. And folks, I am happier than I have ever been in my entire life. I feel better than I have ever felt in my entire life because I feel like I'm where I should be. Does that make sense? Well, I've done a lot of jobs in my life, my dear friends. My road getting here was not a straight line. We'll put it that way. And each and every one of you give me something to look forward to every single day. And I think I'm the luckiest man on planet Earth to be here with Mrs. JunkWax, to do what I love, with who I love, and with the people that I love every gosh dang day. So I think it's important, you know, to shout that out. Gosh dang it. You know? So thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you because I wouldn't be able to be here doing this without you. There you go, Whitney. That's right, homie. You get it. You understand. Thank you, boss. And Mrs. Zebra, you were exactly right. And you know what, homie? I am chomping at the bit to meet you all next year at the National. And maybe we even meet up at a card show sooner than that. Who knows? That's absolutely right, Whitney. Yep. I appreciate the empathy, my dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please give Ben and the kids our regards. We love all of you. Gosh dang it. All right. Hey, much love to you too, Bubba. All right, legends. So we did get 4 redemptions back today. So a lot of you know that most of the people in this family, when we pull a redemption card, they allow me to redeem it for them. These are no different. So check this out. Mr. Vallejo, good evening, brother. So first up is Mr. Alan White. We redeemed this back on June 28th, 2025. It is Bryce Matthews from 2025 Panini Prospects. Or excuse me, 2025 Donruss. And that is a Bryce Matthews rated prospect. Little base autograph there, buddy. There you go, Alan White. Next, or I should say, siguiente in Espanol. Shout out to Cesar Mendoza. We have a Braylon Dalen Morel that also came from 2025 Donruss, redeemed on June the 23rd. Signature Series. Nice one. There you go, Caesar. So we always get redemptions back. It's not very often that we get 4 back on the same day. Kind of cool, right? Another one for Mr. Alan White. This one is an Evan Carter from our Texas Rangers. This was redeemed on my birthday. when I turned level 43. And this was redeemed back then. And there is your Evan Carter on the Signature Series. And Evan Carter is no slouch. So there you go, Alan White. And of course, my friends, all of these redemptions will be in your next JWV packages. And last but not least, shout out to Mr. Tyler LeBlanc. Tyler, are you here tonight, good buddy? By chance? Because this one's a doozy. Onward are redemptions just for cards that they ran out of or got delayed. So they make redemptions when they don't have the autographs yet. That's how that works. Nope. It's just when they're making the product, sometimes they don't have all the autographs yet back from their athletes. Because typically what they do is they send out sheets of stickers. And then the athlete gets paid like a couple of bucks per sticker. And they sign thousands of them over the course of a long time. There you go. Well, gosh dang it, we don't have a Tyler LeBlanc with us here tonight, but hopefully he watches the replay. So this was back on July 27th, not too long ago. This was also Evan Carter, but this one is a teal, and it is numbered to 15. That is third on print to 15. There you go, Tyler LeBlanc. Nice one. So there you go, legends. All 4 of them. And then before we get into our family rips, I also want to show you some grades that we got back from PSA. I don't have the slabs in hand yet, but we got the information back. Now, folks, remember, this is only for dual grading. We did not get our regular PSA grades back yet. That one's going to be a minute. But this one is for the dual grading. So you got the card condition and the autograph grade. It's going to have 2 separate grades on there. All right. And actually, you know what? Let me bring up my sheet here real quick so I can tell you exactly who these are and who these go to. There we go. Okie dokie. So first card goes to Mr. Robert Parkinson. If you're here tonight, Robert, please speak up. Ryan Fenger, it varies. It varies. So these ones have been in for about 2 months, I think. Our regular PSA grading is probably going to be the end of September. So we're looking at like 75 to 90 days, business days, somewhere in there. Steve Swanson, good evening, legend. Great to see you as always. Good evening, Melly P. Shout out to my moderator extraordinaire, Melody. I love it. So this first one goes to Robert Parkinson. And yes, I am, Nick. I like to think so anyway. Good evening, buddy. Elijah, hi, how are you? Be easy. Long time no see, buddy. Welcome back, brother. You're just in time for a PSA reveal. All right, so this goes to Robert Parkinson. And this was Shadur Sanders on the teal lava number 2 out of 3. Card got a 10, autograph got a 7. And I did call that in the pre-grading. I knew that autograph was going to be a little shabby, but card came back a 10. So we'll take it. Not terrible. Congratulations, Robert Parkinson. Next is going to be Mr. Brandon Daigle. Shout out to my cousin. Onward. So the metrics that they use to grade autographs is really all about the thickness of the pen and how slow they signed it. So I'll show you. Actually, let's go back to the other card. Okay, so Onward, just for you, my brother. So do you see the autograph, and do you see how you can see through the pen? Like he clearly signed it kind of fast. You know what I mean? So the ink could not keep up. And that is correct, Be Easy. Yes, I did send these off for people. That is correct. Oh, thank you, Jake Williams. You're absolutely right, my brother. I'm glad you recognize that. Good to see you, buddy. So yes, that is exactly how they grade those autographs. If you can see through the pen, that's going to grade it down. Yeah. So you can kind of see he probably signed it just a little bit fast. Happens all the time. But that's how they do that. So you're going to get some other good examples. So Mr. Brandon Daigle got a 10-10 on his C.J. Abrams number to 99 from Bowman's Best. Beautiful. Now you see, folks, that is a 10 on the auto because you can tell he took his time signing it. You can't see through the pen. Looks pretty solid. 10-10 on the C.J. Abrams. Congratulations, Brandon Daigle. Aw, thank you, Be Easy. I do my damnedest, buddy. As long as I can, anyway. All right, next one is for Brandon Daigle as well. 7 on the card. Now, that is a relic card, folks. That is a thick boy. We had to put that one in a 180-point top loader, but the auto came back a 10. So, hey, we'll take it. 2023 National Treasures Will Anderson Jr. Congratulations, Brandon Daigle. Next is another one for Brandon Daigle. Actually, we have 7 in a row for Brandon Daigle, and this is number 3. Vlad McConkey. Card came back a 7. Autograph came back a 10. Anytime you have those really thick cards, they're tough. Because if you think about it, there is more surface area. And if you have more surface area, that is more opportunities for imperfections, unfortunately. So we got a 7 on the card, 10 on the autograph on the McConkey rookie. And that is numbered to 49 on that one. Not too shabby. All right, next, how about some Bo Nix? 2024 Topps Finest. How about a PSA 10 on the card, 9 on the autograph? Looks like he kind of signed it kind of fast, but still. That is a beautiful, beautiful Bo Nix rookie auto. Why, thank you, Jake Williams. Welcome back, Mr. Costa. Good to see you, buddy. You're just in time for a little grade reveal, and then we're going to bust into some family rips. So this next one is a 2024 Topps UEFA Jose Mourinho set. Bernardo Silva, numbered to 10. Card came back a 9, autograph came back a 10. There you go, Brandon Daigle. Not too shabby, my good man. Next is another one for Brandon Daigle. This is a 2024 Panini Prospects Bryce Rayner first round signature. It is numbered to 99, and it came back a 9 on the 9 on the card, 10 on the autograph. That was a redemption, actually, that he allowed me to redeem for him. Love it. Thank you again, Brandon. And this is the last one for Brandon Daigle. This is a 23-24 Upper Deck Credentials Jacob Pelche red autograph. And you got a 9-9 on that one, my brother. Nothing to shake a stick at, because that's actually like an acetate card, I think. Well, those are kind of tough, but beautiful. I remember when we pulled that one. That was fun. All right, next is goes to my buddy, Mr. Jimmy Nuge. I should say our buddy. And a lot of you remember when we pulled this one. This was a doozy out of Topps Tier 1. How about a 10-10 on the PCA rookie auto? That is gorgeous. Congratulations, Jim, on the 10-10. I know, Melody, I know. Isn't that cool? Congratulations, buddy. Right? All right, next. This one goes to Kilo Joe Montez. Shout out to Kilo Joe, another OG of the family. Tatis, rookie autograph, came back at 10-10. Felicidades, Kilo Joe. Beautiful, right? What I'm saying. Jesse, thank you for smacking the follow button, my friend. Welcome. Derek Soonerbaum, it is always great to see you, brother. Thank you for the hat. Congratulations again, Kilo Joe. He's got the juice. That's right, Wyatt. You know it, buddy. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Ryan. All right, this one goes to Chito Vera. And we pulled this one together also. How about a 10-10 on the relic autograph Cain Velasquez? And folks, relic cards, like I said earlier, are tough. So to get a 10-10 on a relic like that, that is magnificent. Congratulations, buddy. Love that. All right, that goes to Chito Vera. Next one is one more for Brandon Daigle. And we pulled this one together, too, out of some WNBA. Elena Deladonna. Came back a 9 on the card, 10 on the autograph. Nice one, Brandon. Another one for Brandon. So that's 8 total. Choppa, thank you so much, good buddy. I appreciate the kind words. How are you doing tonight, my man? That's right, Nate the Great. You know it, buddy. All right, next goes to Kirk Woa. And folks, a lot of you will remember when we pulled this one. This is a Julio Rodriguez Topps Fire rookie autograph, number to 50. 10-10.
Oh my God! Oh my God, it's so juicy!
Would you just look at it? Folks, and look at the PSA estimate. Damn! That is a $1,000 card there, legend. Wow. I am peanut butter and jealous, folks. You know that's my PC, gosh dang it. I am honored to even hold it in my hot little mitts. Congratulations, Kirk Woa. And thank you as always for letting me get this graded for you, buddy. All right, next goes to Mr. Justin Miller. This is a 2022 Bowman Heritage that we also pulled together out of a break. Olson Montgomery. Came back a 10 on the card, 9 on the autograph. And I love that throwback 1994 Bowman design. So classic. Congratulations, Justin Miller. And then we have one more card for Mr. Brandon Daigle. That makes 9 or 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's 9. 9 cards for Brandon Daigle. And then we have a Nolan Schanuel that we got out of 2024 Spotlight by Andy Friedman. And a lot of you remember when we pulled this one. And that one came back a 10-10 also. Beautiful. And that one is numbered to 10. So that's a 10-10-10. Gotta love it. Congratulations again, Brandon Daigle. So there you go, folks. That is all the cards. And that is our dual graded category. There you go. Oh, why thank you, pool guy. I appreciate you saying that, my brother. Good evening. Dusty, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the crew. So, folks, I know we have a lot of new people in here tonight. If it is your very first time tuning into this ugly mug, it is wonderful to have you. My name is Dalen, also known as JunkWaxVintage. You can find me here almost every single day, starting and ending your days the right way. Some of that juicy junk wax, some marvelous modern cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always just a couple laughs. Typically at my expense. But if you are new here, folks, thank you for being here. And keep in mind that we are live right meow on 5 separate simultaneous platforms. You can find us on TikTok, Facebook, Kick, YouTube, and of course, the whole rest of the fam damly is over here on Twitch. So if you want to make the switch, we would love to have you. Come on over, baby. We would love to have you. All right, legends, let me snag myself a little sippy and let's get into some family rippies, shall we? Good evening, Marky Mark. I hope you're doing well, buddy, and I hope we can take your mind off it if you are not. It is good to see you tonight, Marky Mark. Timbo says, may have to refresh before you get going. I am happy to do so, sir. All right, let's refresh that shop then for the very first time on this happy hump evening. And I do have some break spots to lock in. I see it already. And Mr. Moore, Taylor, snagging down a 2024 Topps Archive signature box. Thank you, Taylor Moore. Oh, Mrs. Junkwax already grabbed him. Mrs. Junkwax, you rock my face off. Thank you, honey. It's true. It's true. Thank you, babe. Hey, meow. Do I look like a cat to you, boy? Do you see me hopping around on nimbly bimbly from tree to tree? Do you see me drinking milk from a saucer? Do you see me eating mice? Hey, meow. Oh, thank you, Tay-Tay. Beautiful. Well, we're going to rip that in just a few. Thank you for your patience. We got to get through the rest of the queue, though. So thank you so much, and I am so glad that you and your other half are here with us tonight. Thank you both. Okie dokie. Next is going to be Mr. Jason Russell. And you know what, folks? Mrs. Junkwax has already got the break spots, and she's already got the products, so I'm not used to that. But we can just get into some family rips. Let's go. Well, I don't mean that in a bad way, babe. Don't take it that way. But I'm just used to doing things on my own here, like during the show. You know what I mean? So it's nice to have, yeah, I love you, babe. I'm just giving you a shout out there, honey. Okie dokie. Do we have a Jared Ziegler here with us tonight? Jared Ziegler. Absolutely right, Be Easy. And remind me of your name one more time if it would be easy. I feel terrible because I know it. And I'm racking my brain over here. I'm going to sit up at like 3 a.m. tonight. It'd be like, yeah, I got it. Brian, thank you, brother. That's right. I appreciate that, Brian. It is great to see you again, my friend. All right. It does not look like we have a Jared Ziegler here with us tonight. Gosh, dang it. I hope so too, Mr. Janap. You will be getting some results very soon on that one, buddy. Alan White says, Dalen, the Astros redemption goes to Bubba. Brother. That is ridiculously kind of you, and I truly appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much. Let's handle that right meow. You talk about this one right here. The Bryce Matthews. There you go. I'll put Bubba's name on it. Done, done, and done. My pleasure. Thank you, Alan White. Beautiful. And this is why, my dear friends, that I say almost every single show that I am absolutely convinced that we have the best group of Gem Mint 10 human beings in the entire card hobby on all of the interwebs right here in the JWVCC. Hey, all thanks go to you, Alan White, you incredible human being, you. Good evening, Mr. Esposito. Good to see you, Greg. How you doing tonight, my awesome Arizonan? Alrighty. Next, Mr. Ryan Bruns. Do we have a Ryan Bruns in the house tonight? I see you there, David. My man. Shout out to Mr. Ryan Bruns. That is correct, Jason Hawkins. Nailed it. There's my favorite Funnel Jackson. What's up, buddy? Beautiful. All right, Mr. Bruns. We have 2 delicious Donruss football packs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 NBA Hoops packs. And we have 2 1990 Fleer Rack packs. Thank you very much, Mr. Bruns. Let's do it. Let's start with some good old 1990 NBA hoops, shall we? Good luck, buddy. Thank you, Mr. Gower. Welcome back, Jake, and I appreciate you being over there on YouTube, buddy. As always, it is great to have you over there. Thank you. And shout out to each and every one of you that are watching over there on YouTube tonight. I see you. What's up, babe? Oh, thank you. Yes. She said pumpkin spice is here. Mrs. Junkwax loves the pumpkin spice. She does not care if it's basic. Free Mike says, if I buy the vintage, do you rip or ship? Both, my friend, both. So if you want me to rip it for you live, that is typically what we do, and I'm happy to do it. But if you want us to send it to you sealed, we can do that too. It's not quite as fun, but we're always happy to do it. So feel free to head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com. Got you covered there, Mike. Thank you, legend. All right, starting out with some Joe Dumars, Brad Dougherty, the big man Patrick Ewing, Kevin Gamble, Tim Perry, Randy Brewer, Brad Davis with that luscious lip curtain, Benoit Benjamin, Quentin Daly for my now defunct Seattle Supersonics. I love it, Mike. Thank you in advance, my good man. Jeff Malone, Johnny D, AC Green for the Lakers with the round mound of rebound, co-starring. Bill Hanslick, another luscious lip curtain. Danny Young for Rip City. Tommy Tolbert. Alexander Volkov, rookie. Back-to-back Vlade Divac, rookie. Rolando Blackman. Smoking that herb. Williams. What you talking about, Willis? Akeem the Dream with Patrick Ewing co-starring. Jerry Sloan, Reggie Lewis, Trent Tucker, Robert Reed with the Jerry Curl. Gotta love it. Shout out to 1990. I agree. Doc Dad Foodie, you're correct. Thank you, Brian. Greg Dreiling. How about that round mound of rebound? That's terrible, man. Terrible. Charles Barkley. Reggie Williams for San Antonio. Ron Happa. Michael Thompson. Shout out to Clay Thompson's daddy. Spud Webb. Good evening, Panda Gaming. What's up, bud? Good evening, Travis Graham. Great to see you, brother. Rick Mahorn with the Hick from French Lick, co-starring from Legend Larry. Reggie Miller, back-to-back legends. Larry Christowiak for Milwaukee. Bob Weiss. How about a fat lever? Lafayette Lever. Earl Bailey. Ralph Samsonite. I want to talk to Samson. Somebody give me a hell yeah in the chat if you get that reference. Travis Graham. So we are doing some breaks tonight, my man. We have 2 full ones. So we will definitely 100% bust into those ASAP. But as always, we always go through those family rips first. Clapping them, Maurice Cheeks.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. Maurice Cheeks. Armin Gilliam. Former Seattle Supersonic, Mr. Detlef Shrimp. Don Chaney. Uwe Blob. Mikey Schuler. Todd and the Wet Sprocket. Murphy. Ryan Shaw. Mark Price, Percy Hawkins, Dennis Johnson, Dan Marley, one of my favorite players from back then, old Terry Teagle, with Patrick Ewing co-starring again, Dave B. Toppin, hanging with Mr. Cooper, Holden, Byron. Speaking of dastardly dirt squirrels, look at the opacity. Look at the girth. Even on both sides of the mouth. That's a good-looking dastardly dirt squirrel, if I've ever seen one myself. Nicely done, Phil Jackson. I'm peanut butter and jealous. That's a Hall of Fame mustache right there. Robert Parrish, old double aught on the All-Star. Tom Garrick, Billy Bob Thornton, and John Sonvold for Bienvenidos a Miami. Very nice. All right, my dude. Let's make a vintage card sandwich. And we're going to do your Donruss football in the middle. I love it, David. Thank you, my good man. Timbo says, I snagged a couple of rip items, D. We can wait till the AM, bud. Timbo T-Wood, you rock my face off, brother, and I appreciate you being flexible. Thank you, buddy. That is very, very helpful. I hope you know that. Thank you, Timbo. Love you too, legend. All right, we got a Jaden Reed, Rishi Rice, Ty Chandler from Minnesota, Jordan Davis, Plaxico Burris, Jared Goff, Brian Robinson Jr., Zerline, Vino Smith. It's a young hoe, not an old hoe. Lamb Jack for the Dirty Birdies, James Cook, E. Higgins, Elijah Moore, Singleton for the Horsies, Jordan Travis, who I think is already retired on the rated rookie press proof. Isaiah is likely to play for the Dirty Birdies. That's right, Steely Dan. My brother. Olican, Devin Leary. Ooh, we got a that is a 2000 design throwback Brock Bowers. Gotta love it. In the year 2000, Edrin Cooper. Hanging with Mr. Cooper one more time. Jace McClellan, Javon Baker, Tyreek Hill, Jamal Williams, Woodson, Otten, Landry, Ecker, the kicker, and Danielle Hunter, formerly of Minnesota, now a Texan. Excellent. Timbo T-Wood, I don't blame you whatsoever, my man. I get it. We'll see you in the morning if you fall asleep there, Timbo. Happens to the best of us, my brother. All right, last pack magic, Ryan. On your Donruss football. How about a little Bryce Young? Let's see if we can't find you a downtown like we found this morning for Melody. Rashawn Johnson. Micah Parsons for Dem Boys. Jair Alexander, Patty Mahomes. Favre for Minnesota. Devontae Smith. Pickens. Nakua. Leonard Williams for my Sea Chickens. We found a Terry Bradshaw downtown this morning. Sauce Gardner. And that went to Melody. Congratulations, Melody. James Conner. Tyler Algier. Roquan Smith for the Dirty Birdies. Josh Allen. Darius and the Swiss family. Robinson. Khalil. Tupac. Shaker. Devontae Adams. J.J. McCarthy on the press-proof rated rookie. Nice one. George Pickens on the bomb squad. Jalen Dalen Wright. Jared Wiley. Isaiah Davis. Pittman. Olican. Devontae Adams, so nice, you got him twice. Justin Sherbert, Cooper Kupp, Raheem, Colonel, Mostert, and Derek Carr, last but not least. And that finishes off your Donruss football. Gosh dang it, Ryan, I'm so sorry I couldn't find you downtown, buddy. I tried. And let's get into some 1990 basketball. And one moment, my friends. Yep. I hate to do it, legends. Give me just a second here. Yep. Jesse Shapa is going to be our last family rip of the evening with some Alf. Because, folks, we are full. There you go. So for those of you who have already got your orders in, thank you so much. I appreciate you. We will get through all these beautiful family rips, and then we're going to get into some breaks. But we have a huge queue tonight. So thank you so much, my dear friends. All right. Ooh, we got that nice rip right down the middle. Thank you, Card Gods. Gotta love it. There you go, Ryan. Ooh, we got the hick on the back of that one. Legend Larry. See if we can't get that ripped twice. Oh, hell yeah. We sure did. Thank you, card gods. Again. Gotta love it. Rack packs can be a little bit of a pain to rip unless you hit that nice rip right down the middle, and we just got it twice. I think that's a good omen. All right, let me snag myself a little sippy here, Ryan, and we're moving on to some 1990 Fleer. All right. Cell number 1, we start out with a Michael Cage. Tony Campbell for Minnesota. Walter Davis. Rikowski. Jay Humphreys for Milwaukee, as Alice Cooper would say. Adrian Dantley. Antoine Carr. Kevin Edwards. Craig Elo. Duckworth. Quack, quack, quack. To my Pacific Northwest pals. Vlade Divac. Bill Cartwright. Horny Hornacek. Patrick Ewing. One of the most iconic cards of this entire set, in my humble opinion. And Joe Dumars. Couple of all-stars finishing that one off. Round 2. I totally agree, Nate the Great. Thank you. About some Mark Jackson, Sans, Menendez brothers. James Edwards, channeling his inner Fu Manchu. Scotty Too Hottie Brooks, master of the side spike. Reggie Miller, Joe Klein, Mark Eaton, Buck Soap Johnson, Moses Malone, Dougie Fresh. That's a great question, my man. I don't know if we got any WWE in. I'd have to ask Mrs. Junkwax. Bill Beef Wellington, Scottie Pippen, Mark West. Shout out to Esposito, Jack Sikma, Blair Rasmussen, and Terry Teagle, last but not least. And this is cell number 3 out of rack pack number 1. It does not look like we have any WWE in there, Dougie. Sorry about that, buddy. But I know we have some coming soon. All right, we got old Randy Brewer with the Skyhook. Michael Adams, Willie Anderson, Jeff Grayer, Rolando Blackman, Danny Ainge, Terminator, Sherman Douglas, Brad Dougherty, Clyde the Glide, another shout out to Portland. Hanging with Mr. Cooper, shout out to Reese Lightning. BJ Armstrong, thank you. Dougie Fresh, it's great to see you tonight, big man. Tommy Chambers, clapping them Maurice Cheeks. Mark Aguirre, Ron Anderson, and Legend Larry, finishing that one off for you on the All-Star. Gotta love a rack pack, gosh dang it. Especially from 1990. All right, this is starting number 2 for you. Harvey Grant, Ron Happa, Rod Higgins, Sidney Green, Lester Connor, Steph Curry's daddy, Del Curry. And fun fact, now we know why Steph is called Steph. His dad's middle name. Dale Ellis, Tyrone Corbin, Alex English, Harry Cummings for San Antonio, Ricky Pierce, Brad Davis, Purvis, Ellison, Grant Long, and Danny Ferry, finishing that one off. Doc Dad Foodie has a question.
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask her?
He says, how true is it that the Jordans and Pippen with errors are very valuable on that set? That's a tough one, my man. So I think a lot of the times where we hear that is people trying to hype up error cards that are not really error cards. For example, I see a lot on eBay of people listing Ken Griffey Jr. cards that have a missing period after the ink. So on the back of the card, it says like Upper Deck Incorporated, and it's missing a period. That is not an error that is going to make something super, super valuable. Just a heads up. So that is a total sales tactic that people use over on eBay to try to get people that just don't know any better yet. So that is a printing error on those. Yes, Doc Dad Foodie, you were spot on, my man. So if you ever see anything like that, you need to give it super skeptical hippo eyes. Always. Because there's a lot of people trying to run game over there on eBay, unfortunately. So, yeah, any of the error cards from like Junk Wax? No. There is very, very few of them that are actually error cards, that are actually worth some kind of money. So just be very careful. That's a great question, though, my man. I'm glad you asked. All right, round 2. How about a coiffed locks of Mr. Mike Minsky? That is correct, Timbo. You know it. Mikey Sanders. Kevin McHale looking like a stepdad. I agree, Malcolm in the middle. How about some baby bangs, Bobby Hansen for Utah? Shout out to Johnny Utah. Akeem the Dream Olajuwon. Spud Webb, so nice we have seen him twice. Liddell Eagles. Winston Garland. Tim Hardaway, rookie. Terry Catledge. Oh, Lord, Terry. Big Sam Bowie. Rex Chapman. Michael Cage. Tony Campbell. And Walter Davis for the Nuggies. Last but not least, at a cell number 2.
One down, one to go.
Last cell magic, Mr. Bruns. Good luck. And Alan White, you're next with our very first repacks, buddy. Good luck. Armin Gilliam. Sean Kemp. Shout out to the Rain Man. Gotta love that one. Sam Mitchell. Bill Hanslick. Sean Elliott. Paul Pressey. Donaldson. McCrae. Glenn Rice. Steve Kerr on the league leader. Jerome Kersey for Rip City. There you go, Brian. That's right. My man. You know what I'm talking about. How about some Magic Johnson? Craig Hodges. KJ, another Johnson. Shout out to Mr. Esposito. And David Robinson finishing that one off for you, buddy. Excellent. Shout out to the Admiral from right down the road in San Antonio. All right, Ryan Bruns. It is always a pleasure, my brother. Thank you so, so much. Onward says, I wonder why they call them rat packs. So they're not called rat packs, my friend. They're called rack packs. R-A-C-K. And the reason they call them rack packs is because they hang on a rack. Oh. Mrs. Junkwax. Yeah, I just heard that. Thank you, Onward. Appreciate that, brother. That's okay, babe. Happens to the best of us. But yes, those are called rack packs. R-A-C-K. We'll fix that. Sorry about that, buddy. Okie dokie. Mr. Alan White. Hey, thank you, Ryan Bruns. It is always a pleasure, my brother, and I am so grateful that you're part of this family, buddy. Thank you to the universe for bringing you to us. Love having you, my dude. All right, Alan White. Folks, you know that we have our very first round of repacks in a very, very long time. So typically we only have repacks right after the national or big card shows because that is where I prefer to get them. When it comes to repacks, like ones that we sell, I don't really feel comfortable buying those off of eBay. You know what I mean? So I really like to get them from card shows, and there is no better card show than the National. So we got these at the National, folks. I'm indescribably excited to show you what's in these. They're going to be fun. So there is a checklist, folks. If you want to go to JunkWaxVintage.com, you can see exactly what is in these boxes. Of course, you don't know what is in which, but there is a checklist so you can see exactly who is in there. Okay? So there is 12 of these. Oh, and by the way, folks, I just want to show you something. Nate the Great Hopker. This is yours, buddy. And I just want to be very clear, folks. There is absolutely zero difference between the box color. Okay? So we just have these boxes in the house here. There is no rhyme or reason why one's white, one's black. We just use the boxes. Okay? I just want to make that clear. We also have a few blue ones in there. So there you go. Nate, that's yours, buddy. We will get into that in just a couple of minutes. Alan White, good luck, my good man. Oh, thank you, Malcolm. I appreciate that, buddy. We made these ourselves. Shout out to Mrs. Junkwax. And good luck, Alan. So, and folks, I will always be transparent with you. I don't know what's in here either. Mrs. Junkwax packed and sealed these. I have zero clue what is where. I have no idea. So I am just as surprised as you are when we open these boxes. Uh-oh. Where's my knife? Did Mrs. Junkwax just take my knife? One moment, please. Sorry about that, legends. That's right, Dutchie, that's right. I repeat, we have a piper down. That's right, David, you know it, brother. All right, legends. Mr. Alan White, thank you for being the very first one to snag some of these down from JunkWaxVintage.com. Good luck. Big Perm. I was waiting for somebody to ask that. So when it comes to floor and ceiling, there is no real floor or ceiling. That's not how we pick these out, okay? So I know on most repacks, you do find a floor and a ceiling. These are more of like a collector's repack because on this channel, we typically cater to the collector instead of people that are trying to just flip cards and make money. So, but what I would say about floor and ceiling is floor is probably somewhere between like 30 to 50 bucks. And the ceiling is probably somewhere around 140, 150. But the reason we got these is because they're for the collectors. Everything in here, regardless of financial value, is going to be something that people want. And there is a checklist in the post. So Big Perm, if you want to head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com and check those out, you are more than welcome. Thank you, Joey Krug. Thank you, Kirk Woa. And I showed off your slab earlier, Kirk. Congratulations on that Julio, by the way, buddy. They're 80 bucks for these repacks. 80 bucks. Nothing crazy. All right, Alan. Less talky-talky, more rippy-rippy. Good luck. Let's go. For the very first time on this happy hump evening, you know what we must do. We shout grippeth. And we shout rippeth. Good luck. What's up, Big Perm? Big Worm? Thank you for being here with us tonight, my man. Slicing that plastic for old Johnny Ward. Good to see you there, buddy. All right, let's go. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, what is this? Oh, what? What? What is this? Oh, hell yeah. Nice one. How about old Babe Ruth, Hammer and Hank, and Willie Mays? That's a nice one. And folks, this is right before Hank Aaron beat Babe Ruth's home run record. So that is kind of immortalizing history. Isn't that nice? And comes in the JWV slab. Beautiful. And just to let you know, folks, every single one of these repacks will come in a slab just like this. Thank you, Malcolm. Thank you, Dutchie. I'm looking forward to it too there, Kirk Woa. There you go there, buddy. All right. Round 2. Good luck, Alan. Thank you, Joey Krug. We've been working very hard on him, buddy. I appreciate it very much. All right. And like I said earlier, my friends, this is the collector's edition of vintage repacks. Why, thank you, Caleb. I appreciate that, buddy. Nice to have you over there on Kick. Oh. Oh. How about a Ryan Sandberg rookie? 1983 Donruss. Rest in peace. The Spokane's finest. Not too shabby there, Alan White. Thank you, Kirk Noah. Aren't those good? And shout out to Mrs. Junkwax for making those sweet, sweet labels. They are beautiful, in my humble opinion. Well, there you go, Alan White. Our very first repacks in the books there, buddy. And I think you did pretty damn well on the Babe Ruth and the Ryan Sandberg rookie card. Thank you, Johnny Ward. It's good to see you tonight, big man. How you doing? You giant, smiling, handsome son of a gun. Always good to see you, John. All right, there you go, Alan. And thank you again, brother. I truly appreciate you snagging those down from JunkWaxVintage.com and let me rip those together with you, buddy. All righty. We have a Nate the Great, Mr. Verhalen, in the house. The Wet Bandit over here on TikTok says, I'm a buyer on that Rhino if you're selling there, Alan White. Thank you, Brian. Mark Z, thank you for smacking the follow button. I appreciate you, buddy. Welcome to the family. Mr. Verhalen, are you ready, my man? So for Nate the Great, we have some Don Russ football times 3. Yes, I am. Cam Bean? Yes. Are you real? And then we have a 2013 Press Pass Showcase. All right, Nate the Great. Do we have a Nate the Great Verhalen here with us tonight? We might have lost Nate the Great. Dad Goal, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome. Last call for Nate the Great Verhalen. We closed the shop about 10 minutes ago there, Chris. I'm sorry, brother. We are full for the evening. Wet Bandit. I don't hate the Cowboys, but I'm not like, I don't PC the Cowboys, no. I'm a diehard Seattle Seahawks fan. I'm originally from Washington State, even though I live in Austin, Texas now. Well, gosh dang it, we're missing Nate the Great. We'll come back to Nate the Great. Sophie and Tay-Tay. How about the family's newest newlyweds? Taylor and Sophie, are you here tonight, my dears? Are you ready? Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Soph, we're going to start with yours, and we will end with yours there, Tay-Tay. Buena suerte. Good luck. Let's go. 2023 Bowman Platinum. 2024 Archive Signatures. Good luck. NZ Natives, thank you, my friend. Good evening. Mr. Goodwood, welcome back. And Chris, it is wonderful to see you again, buddy. And Chris, by the way, my dude, did you get your grading results back by chance? Because I did go ahead and grade that Jordan for you. And if Mrs. JunkWax has not sent you that yet, then I will. And you do have a package coming soon, too, Chris. Just a heads up. All right, empty box there, Soph. Pack number 4 to the side because it is tradición. I have got you covered, Chris. My pleasure, good buddy. I appreciate you bearing with me on that one, my man. Thank you. And it's excellent to see you, as always. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my dude. All right, Soph and Tay-Tay, we're just going to rip all these down and go through them together. I see you, Johnny Ward. So unfortunately, my man, we don't see a whole lot of Grandpa Brucey anymore. So I have people that are very, very confused when I say that. Because he doesn't really come around anymore. I love Grandpa Brucey. Of course, I have nothing against Grandpa Brucey. But he did get all hitched. And we don't see a whole lot of him anymore, gosh dang it. So when I call him out, people are like, who? Say what? So I appreciate you understanding on that one, my friend. But it's great to see you tonight, John, as always. Why, thank you, Mr. Raitman. Welcome back, brother. Big Perm, have I pre-graded the Score Arch Manning yet? So that is still in queue, my friend. So as soon as they are graded, you will receive a grading report to your email. All right, we have a Matt Walnut from Minnesota. And I love the design of these, too. They're pretty. Nick Prato for the Royals. A Paula for the Trolley Dodgers. Elijah Green. Perky Casas for the Bo Sox. Gabriel Moreno for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Jackson Holiday. Jacob Berry for Bienvenidos a Miami on the Precious Elements. The Slab Lab, welcome, and thank you for smacking the follow button. I appreciate you. Oh, no worries, Big Perm. I got you covered, brother. I am slowly but surely working my way through the backlog. Oh, and by the way, Legends, I just want to give everybody a heads up. September 1, grading prices will be increasing. Okay? I've been talking about it for like 4 months, and I haven't done it yet. But I just want to let everybody know I am pulling the trigger on that on September 1st. Okay? And you saw those dual grades come back. So I think at this point, my pre-grading, after like 6 or 7 different submissions, that most of those cards come back exactly how I called. I think I've proven the value of pre-grading at this point. So we are going to bump that price up just a little bit. And remember, my friends, I'm not trying to get crazy, but at the end of the day, folks, the fact is every single grading house has raised their prices, and we have not. So it's time. So I just want to let you know. Brandon Crawford. Spencer Steer for WKRP in Cincinnati. Oh, thank you, Johnny Ward. That is very kind of you to say, you legend. Thank you. Just Joshin says, what's a dual grade? That is when you grade the card condition and the autograph, my friend. So there's 2 different grades on the slab. Hunter Green. Cole Young for my Seattle Mariners. Jordan Groshans for Bienvenidos a Miami. On the parallel, rookie. One half of the Brothers Young. Francisco. Noah Schultz. Jackson Churio. Nice one. Shout out to the Brew Crew. Zach Nito. Jay Langoliers, shout out to Dutchie. Leo Paguero for the Pirates, rookie. Jose Ramos. How about a new money Justin Crawford for the Fightin' Phillies? Bobby Witt Jr. Liberatore, the DeGraminator. Edgar Cuero. The Pasquatch, Vinny Pasquantino, rookie on the parallel. Javi Baez, Jordan Walker, rookie. Sammy Zavala, renowned rookies, the second Jordan Walker of the box. And Jose Ramirez, last but not least. Mr. Jordan, thank you for smacking the follow button. The Wet Bandit says, can I send you cards to grade, or is it only what you pull? I have people that send me cards almost every single day, Wet Bandit, absolutely. And there is an address up there on our website. I appreciate you asking, buddy. Thank you. All right, Soph. This is your pack number 4, my friend. Good luck. And Crash. Thank you so much for the heart, good buddy. I heart you right back, legend. All right, let's go. Wet Bandit. No, I do not. I mean, I'll grade the card, but I will not authenticate the autograph for in-person autographs. No, no, no. Not yet, anyway. Good question. All right, we have some Abreu. Shout out to Falcor. Give me a hell yeah if you get that reference. JD Martinez. Jacob Miller. Kodai Senga for the Mets. Finishing that one off for yourself. Fun little box of Bowman Platinum. Gotta love it. Yes, that is correct, Bubba. Yes. So just a heads up there, folks. If you are going to send cards into me for pre-grading, I ask you to please do not pay for the pre-grading until I actually receive the cards. Okay? And the reason I'll share with you, folks, the reason why we do that is Mrs. Junk Wax, every single week, I get a printout of all the cards that have been turned in for pre-grading. Then I have to go back in. Sometimes I have to go back into your break packages that have already been sorted and labeled, and I have to pull those cards out, right? Sometimes when people will pay for the pre-grading and I don't have the cards in hand yet, I assume that I do. So I'm down there on a wild goose chase looking for a card that I don't have in my hands yet. So that's why I ask you to please do not pay for the pre-grading until they actually arrive, and then I know what those are. Hope that makes sense. All right, Tay-Tay. Rocky Allen, should you grade your rookie Griffey and rookie Bonds? It all depends, my friend. All depends. If they're in good shape, and it all depends on what product, absolutely. Adam, I have not gotten your package yet, buddy. No, sir. Sorry about that, brother. All right, Tay-Tay. You ready, homie? Your very first rip here in the family. I'm sorry, Adam. I know. Thank you, Tay-Tay. Does it say it was delivered, Adam? Mr. Gumbo. So he says, how do I consult you for a pre-grade? The pre-grading is up at JunkWaxVintage.com. So all you have to do, my man, what I would recommend, if you're going to send cards in to me for pre-grading, what you can do, folks, is you can write us an email to support@JunkWaxVintage.com. That goes straight to Mrs. Junkwax, okay? You can let us know that you're going to send cards in. Again, please do not go to JunkWaxVintage.com and actually pay for the pre-grading. But if you just let us know at least that they're coming, that is always very, very helpful. So there you go. I hope so too, Adam. Oh. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Tay-Tay. How about a first rip magic 1 of 1? Yankees legend, Mr. Bernie Williams, on a 1 of 1. Would you just look at it? There you go. Congratulations, Taylor. That is magnificent. Your very first rip here is a 1 of 1. Gotta love it. Hell yeah. Congratulations, Tay-Tay and Sophie. That is beautiful. And it's great to have both of you tonight. Hey, thank you. All thanks go to you, my friend. All right, I'm gonna put that. Now, Sophie and Taylor, can I send your cards together? Is that okay, or do they need to go to 2 different places? It is great to see you too, Mr. Smith. Good evening, brother. Thank you, Brian. I agree, Jackson. Thank you. Okay, they can both go to the same place? Sounds awesome. Thank you, Soph. And it is always a pleasure, my friends. Thank you so, so much. You are absolutely right, my friends. That is like the 3rd or 4th 1 of 1 that we found in the last couple of weeks. We have been very lucky lately. We've been on a heater over here in the JWV yard. Okie dokie. We got to move on here, my dear friends. Mr. Hopker, Nate. The other Nate the Great. We have 1990 NBA hoops and another beautiful JWV repack. We're going to rip that one last, Nate. Let's see if we can't find you Mark Jackson. That's right, Jordan Walters. Thank you, my good man. You know. Because a JWV party don't stop. And if it does, it's back in just a few hours. Thank you, Johnny Ward. All right, let's go, Nate. Ooh, oh. I think I saw something juicy in there. Okie dokie. Hakeem the Dream. James Worthy. Cliff and the Swiss Family Robinson. Fred Roberts. Johnny Battle. The Man. The Myth. The Flat Top. Shout out to the Dream Team, Mr. Chris Mullen. Dave Corzine. Charles Jones. Steve Kerr. Jerome Lane for the Nuggies. Old Don Nelson. Joe Dumars on the All-Star. Derek Gervin, rookie. Derek Mischievous. Cliff Livingston. And Michael Jordan. I thought I saw that back there. Beautiful. Talk about iconic cards there, my dear friends.
Oh, yeah.
Just leaving that one up. Oh, I see you there, Malcolm in the middle. My man. I know, Mondays are tough. So in the Junk Wax Vintage family chat, they actually have a name for it. It is called Junk Pression on Mondays. Always happy to pull a little MJ. There you go, Nate the Great. How about an airmail? Karl Malone. Kelly Tripucka. Frank Cornett, Jim's cousin. Shout out to the tennis racket. John Konchak. Checklist. Chuck Daly, coach of the Dream Team. Harvey Grant. Chucky Davis. Purvis Ellison, rookie. Dick Versace. Spokane's finest, Mr. John Stockton. Roy Hinson. Danny Ferry, rookie. And Gerald and the Hendersons. Finishing that one up for you, Nate. All right, Mr. Hopker. Let's get into our third vintage repack out of 12 of them. Good luck. Oh, there you go, Mr. Raitman. Nice. Love those. Whew. These kind of make me nervous. Good luck, buddy. Oh, you lucky ducky. You lucky, lucky ducky. I know what this is. Oh, I am so peanut butter and jealous. I wanted to keep this one for myself. But I'm glad it goes to a good home, Nate. Congratulations, buddy. Gosh, gotta love those. How about the Nolan Express? And that is a 4th year Nolan. I believe that is a 1972. 73. Oh, sorry, 73. There you go, buddy. 1973 Holy Noly. Beautiful, bud. There's a lot of reprints of that card out there. This is not a reprint. That is an authentic Topps card, Nolan Ryan. And again, I am peanut butter and jealous, my friend. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. The Nolan Express. And he was playing for the Angels. Beautiful card there, Nate the Great. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. And all of your beautiful, beautiful cards are going into your pile, buddy. Thank you again, Nate. Always happy to pull a Holy Noly for the family. You are absolutely right, brother. Thank you. I'm glad we agree. Woo! Excuse me. That is correct, Nate. Yep, Mr. Rateman, I think you're right. Yep. Excuse me. Mr. Natives, is that Akeem the Dream card collectible due to the name change? I don't think so. I don't think so. I would love for it to be, but I don't think so. Thank you, Mikey1. Thank you, Onward. I appreciate the positivity there, gentlemen. Thank you, Wyatt. Thank you, Johnny Ward. It is wonderful to have you tonight, you giant. I repeat, we have a Pfeiffer down. Good to see you too there, Ryan Fife. Okie dokie. Yes, I do there, leg up. So actually, brother, we made our own. Pretty cool, right? And they're up there at JunkWaxVintage.com if you want to go snag one down. Shameless plug. Okie dokie, legends. Do we have a Jessica Chappa here in the house? Shout out to Jessica. These are our last ALF packs. Hey, what's up, son? Aw, thank you, buddy. Amazing. Come here. One more. That's better. There we go. Thank you, buddy. Love you more, son. All right, Jessica. Oh, heck yeah. Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate you snagging down some ALF. I'm always happy to rip into some ALF. And these are our last 5 packs, too. Good luck. And I hope you're ready for my terrible ALF impression. Let's do it. Would you buy a used car from this family? I don't know. Want some anchovies? No, but I'll eat the can. What a shame. Nothing left to eat except that pillow. I think I'll take a little catting practice. Shout out to Melmac. And for the Bwila Baseball, you have Capstan Silver Clackers, Skippy the Terror Meltzer. And he is a fan crusher. On the Bwila Baseball, and last but not least, Happy Lightyear on the sticker. Beautiful. Pack number 2. I love it, Mikey. Thank you. Oh, Peggy, good evening. If you're taking off tonight, Peggy, it's always nice to have you, young lady. Have a wonderful sleep. Oh, we got a checklist. You don't see those very often. Siamese on rice, Stella. Tuck in the tail. Cheer up. We'll stop falling off the couch eventually. My Earth family doesn't understand me, Doctor. A girl's best friend on the sticker. And on the Bwila Baseball for the Capstan Silver Clackers, old Bob Lundqvist, the Scutminder. Finishing that one off, pack number 2. Steven, good evening. And Big Daddy Dave Vikings fan, nice to see you, buddy. Hello. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you, Jess. I agree. There's Nate the Great for Halen. Your ears must have been burning, buddy. All right. Hack number 3. Don't look now, but there's an alien hanging out behind the couch. Who ordered the grilled broccoli and tuna-flavored soda? Hey, how come my bow tie doesn't spin? I'm taking this to remember you by. Do you mean a portrait? No, your camera. On the sticker, don't be repulsed. It's a turkey. Not a cat. Shout out to Melmac. And for the Equinox weenies, old Mickey Mackerel. He is a high zipster. Those are fun. All right. Penultimate pack magic there, Jess. Buena suerte. And Steven, we have not busted into the 2 Megabox Chrome yet. We're still in the middle of family rips, my friend. Adam says, Dalen, where do you find your address? I want to make sure I sent it to the right one. So it should be up on the website there, buddy. Should be on the website. If it starts with 7415, that is the correct address. Ooh, you got the product card. Shout out to Alf and Melmac. Get my lawyer. Nobody calls me a little bug. Operator, I'd like to place a collect call to the man on the moon. I'm a Melmac Doodle Dandy. And on the Bwila Baseball for the knees back luminescence, Reginald Hoots Fang. And he's a face peeler. And on your sticker, you remind me of someone I knew back on Melmac. Beautiful. All right, Jess.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic on the Alf, my friend. And then I think we're busting into some breaks, homies. Good luck. Oh, I agree with you, Big Perm. Wouldn't it be nice if card packs were 25 cents again? Yes, sir. That would be amazing. All right. Okay. Who's the wise guy that made off with my Persian all right? Are we having fun yet? Gotta love him in the tux. I actually had the McDonald's toy with Alf in his tux like that. Memories. What do you mean? Willie is the fairest of them all. I told you, I didn't need Lucky. Do you see a tail down there? On the sticker. Have a seat. Let's have a chili cat. And for the Equinox weenies, Arnold P.U. Garlic. And he is a left Squibner. Last but not least. There you go, Jess Chapa. Again, my friend, thank you so much for letting me rip into some Alf tonight. I love it. It is ridiculously nostalgic. And all of these are going into your pile, my friend. And I sincerely hope that this is not the only rip that you and I get to do together. So I hope it is the first of many. Thank you, Jess. And you know what, homie? I can't follow everybody, but I got you. So glad you're here in the family, Jess. Okie dokie. Let me snag myself a little sippy here, folks. And then Nate the Great Verhalen. You're up next, brother. Ah, there you go, Mikey. Oh, yeah. I had all the Alf McDonald's toys back in the day. I wish I would have kept them, right? J-Rock, thank you for the heart. I appreciate you, buddy. Hope you're having a wonderful hump evening. Oh, you're an Austinite? Really? Oh, heck yeah. It is awesome to have another Austinite here with us, Jess. Very, very cool. You just made my night over here, homie. We've actually gotten quite a few people from right here in Austin, Texas that have joined the family recently. Pretty damn neat. Welcome to the family, my fellow Austinites. Beautiful. Shout out to Pflugerville. That's actually where I had to go up and get a renewed driver's license. Fun fact. I was up there not too long ago. Jess Chapa, do you go to any card shows? Yes, I do. Typically, we go out to the Dallas card show quite often. Anytime that there is an Austin card show, we do try to go, even though I just missed the one that we just had. Unfortunately, we've been super, super busy, and we did just get back from the National. So, yeah. We will be going to some card shows here, and I hope to meet you there, homie. We're actually thinking about setting up a booth at some of those card shows, too. I'll have to keep you in the loop. All right, Nate the Great Verhalen. And folks, this is going to be our last family rip before we get into some family breaks, I believe. Nate the Great Verhalen, we have 3 Donruss football packs. See if we can't find you downtown. Matteo Loberg. Thank you for smacking the follow button, Mr. Loberg. And we have a 2013 Press Pass Showcase. We will rip that one last. Nate the Great, are you still here, my man? We lose him again? I hope not. But hey, life comes first sometimes. That's okay. There we go. Thank you, Nate. All right, my good man. Buena suerte. Good luck. Hey, Boiler Up, what's up, buddy? Long time no see. How you doing, legend? One of the OGs of OGs of the entire family. It's been hanging with me since I was ripping packs in the closet for 3 people. Good to see you tonight, brother. How are you? Happy Wednesday. All right, we got a little Justin Fields, George Kittle, Harry McLovin. That's awesome, Kevin Conlon. Congratulations, buddy. Drew Bledsoe, A.J. Brown, Danny White, Luke Musgrave, Mark Andrews for the Dirty Birdies. David, am I coming to George R. Brown in January? I am so sorry, buddy. I don't know what that is. What is George R. Brown? You'll have to enlighten me there, David. Greg Rousseau, Chase Brown. I love the positivity, my brother. It's always good to see you, buddy. That's right. Hey, I don't blame you. Don't blame you one bit. David Njoku, Josh Reynolds rep, Sam Laporta, also known as Portalize in Bo Jackson's Battle Arena. Oh, Houston card show. So we actually have never been to Houston for a card show. I have been to Houston several times in my life, but never for a card show. If it's in January, I'd say there's a pretty good chance. Yeah. Thank you, David. I'll have to look into that, my man. Daniel Jones. You done messed up. A. Ron. Rogers. Quinyon Mitchell on the press proof. Zach Moss on the press proof. Tyreek Hill on the press proof. Bo Nix on the rated rookie press proof. Nice one. Nice centering on that one, too. Chris Olave for the Saints. Shout out to Jimmy Nuge. Johnny Brooks. Marshawn Lloyd. Aeneas Smith. Amir White. Matthew Stafford. Zach Thomas. Cameron Jordan. Wearley. David. And Legarius Sneed. Our favorite supervillain. That is such a supervillain name. If I was writing a fiction book and I was going to name a supervillain, I would call him Mr. Sneed. The Legarius variety. All right, nice first pack there for you, Nate. Pack number 2. Oh, hell yeah. Always happy to start off a little Barry Sanders. Christian Gonzalez, Jalen Dalen Johnson. Dak Prescott for Dem Boys, Preston Smith. Chris Jones, Ivan Pace Jr., Darren Waller, C.J. Mosley, Tyler Pop, Drop, and Lockett, who is no longer a Seattle Seahawk. He's dead to me. Brees Hall, Derake London, Dalton Kincaid, Joey B, Balake Corum. Don't find those every pack on the Velocity Prism. Not numbered. Patanu, DeMarcado, The Bus, Gridiron Kings Troy Franklin for the Horsies. Aeneas Smith, Roman Wilson, Jatavion Sanders for North Kakalaki, Jeremiah Trotter for the Max, Crosby, Rashawn Slater, Byron Young, Tua Tagovailoa, Marshawn Lattimore, Big Warren Sapp, and Brother Lynch finishing that one off. All right, Nate the Great. This is your last base pack magic before we get into your 2013 press pass. Those 2013s are so much fun. You just never know who you're going to find in those. Oh my gosh, it's Kendrick Bourne. DeAndre Swift. Thank you, Nate. Turd Ferguson. Romeo Dobbs. Travis Swift. Mrs. Junkwax's PC. CJ Stroud. Jalen Dalen Hurts. Portland Sutton. Taylor Upper Decker. Ryan Burns, the man, the myth, the schnoz, Mr. Joe Namath, Tariq Woolen for my sea chickens, Butta Baker, Andre Rison, shout out to Lisa Left Eye Lopez, Estimate for the Horsies on the press proof, Rasul Douglas on the press proof, shout out to Melody and the Bills. How about back-to-back Bills with Keon Coleman on the Elite Series rookie? Those are sweet. Kyron Williams for the Rams on the press proof, Ajon Palmer on the press proof, Brendan Rice, Malik Neighbors, that is Melody's PC, shout out to Melly P, Tanner McLaughlin, Ricky Jackson, Jim Hart with the CTE 2000 helmet, gotta love it, Steve Young, Calvin Ridley, Deontay Johnson, Andre Johnson, back-to-back Johnsons.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. All right.
It is hashtag JWAD, my dear friends. DeForest, Bill Buckner, and Travis Etienne Jr. There you go. That is correct, Bubba. So Jess, who is in the chat, is also an Austinite, just like you, my dude. He is up there in Pflugerville. All right, we got a couple of sleevers here for you, Mr. Verhalen. And then we're going into that 2013 press pass. And then, my friends, we're going to get into a couple of breaks. We have a full double mega box of Topps Chrome 2025 out of our sealed case. And then we also have a UFC break that we're going to bust into tonight. All right, Nate the Great. Danny Mackers, welcome back, my good man. Great to see you, brother. Big hugs and firm handshakes all around. How are you tonight, buddy? Pinkies up because we're fancy. All right, let's go. Mr. Jackson says, I got a hobby box coming in of 2015 Prism Football. That's awesome, buddy. I would be very excited also. Simply, you're right. That's a lot of Johnsons. A giggity. Okay. For the last time here, buddy. Good luck. 2013 Press Pass Football. One pack to rule them all. Empty box. We have 6 autographs and 1 game-used jersey card per pack. Let's go. I agree, Nate the Great. Get out of my head. I was thinking the exact same thing. Oh, hell yeah. Wow. Starting off with DeAndre Hopkins? Number to 99? Beautiful. First card is Arcavius Mingo to 199. Arcavius. That's a first. Hard to see it, gosh dang it, but it is Barcavius Mingo to 199. I'm going to sleeve these as we go. All right, next. How about number to 99, Ray Graham? Shout out to Travis Graham. Deezy? Maybe. That's fun. And that is number to 99. 86 out of 99 on the Ray Graham. And these cards are kind of like acetate cards. You can see right through them. Kind of cool. All right, next is Ken John Barner. And that is 42nd on print to 199 on the Ken John. Like they couldn't figure out what to name him. The wife wanted to name him Ken. The husband wanted to name him John. Ken John. Makes total sense to me. Mr. Holm, good evening. Great to see you as always, buddy. How are you doing on this happy hump evening? How about Ryan Nassib, 299. Nassib, or Nassib, 41st on print, 299. It has been Fridge. Good evening, my man. You like that, David? All right, moving on. How about a Terrence Williams, 299. Beautiful autograph. Looks like he went to the Ken Griffey Jr. School of Autograph Signing. Oh, wow. Holy cow. And look at what we have coming next. Oh, my Lanta. I am actually a little bit peanut butter and jealous of this one, buddy. Congratulations, my man. How about Geno Smith? Wow. And that is first on print to 99. And he numbered it. Or excuse me, he inscribed it with the MVP from 2011-2012. First on print to 99. Mr. Geno Smith, former Seattle Seahawk, now a Raider. Very cool there, buddy. Thank you, Mr. Holm. I agree. And Mr. Holm, I will show you in just a moment, my man. All right, I'm going to sleeve all these up for you, buddy. Thank you, as always, Mr. Verhalen, for letting me rip through these with you. It is always my pleasure. I think this one's going to go in 130. Yep. On the DeAndre Hopkins. Nice. I agree, Nate the Great. That's right. We were hoping for Andrew Luck, but hey, Geno's nice too. So that is a 2013 Press Pass Purple Giraffe. And I am going to top load all these up for you. Brand new 55-point Junk Wax Vintage top loaders there for you, buddy. There is your Geno Smith. Terrence Williams, $2.99. Ryan Nassib, or Nassib, $2.99. Then we have the Ken John Barner, $1.99. Ken John. Then we have the Ray Graham, $2.99. Also known as Jeezy, maybe? Interesting inscription. That is your Ray Graham. To answer your question, brother. Ray Graham, $2.99. And then last but not least, we have the Barcavius. Barcavius Mingo, $1.99. There you go. And I could not agree more there, Mr. Holm. Thank you. Mr. Nate the Great Verhalen, for giving us some eye candy tonight, my man. I love ripping into those 2013 boxes. They are so much fun. All right, legends. David, he was the Orange Bowl MVP. Nice. That's sweet. I think 2013 was his rookie year. I think. So that is a rookie year auto of Geno Smith. Gotta love it. I would have liked it a little bit more when he was still a Seahawk. Now he's a Raider. But you know what? I guess I still give him a lot of credit because he's still with Pete Carroll. And no matter what team Pete Carroll's coaching, I'm a Pete Carroll fan. So I will be rooting for the Raiders this year, which is super weird. I've never once in my entire life rooted for the Raiders. So that'll be a new one. All right, my dear friends. Let me refresh that shop real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anything. And I think it is break time. Oh, Mr. Diaz. Fresh. My dude. I see we have a new retail rip up there. Mr. Diaz, are you still here tonight, buddy? Maybe. We might be busting that in the morning, because he might not be here. And that's okay. No biggie. Mr. Sadler, thank you so much for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Welcome to the family, my dude. So, legends, I know we do have quite a few new people here tonight. If it is your very first time tuning into these luscious locks, it is absolutely wonderful to have you. I sincerely appreciate you being here. My name is Dalen, also known as JunkWaxVintage. You can find me here almost every single day, starting and ending your days right with that daily dose of positivity, some sweet, sweet trading cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always just a couple laughs. Typically at my expense. So if you are new here tonight, folks, just a couple of things for you. We are live on 5 separate platforms right this second. If you want to come over here and join us on Twitch or YouTube, we would love to have you. And of course, you can head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com and find some break spots and or sealed wax. However, we are full in the family rip department at the moment. So if you do snag something down there for a personal rip, it is a very good chance that we won't be ripping it until tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So thanks for bearing with me on that one, my dear friends. Mr. Quimby, it is great to see you there, Brett. No sweat, Brett. Another OG of the family gracing us with his presence. It is great to see you, buddy. Josh, big hugs and firm handshakes to you, you legend. You must be looking in the mirror, my dude. Good to see you there, Josh. All right, fam damly. Let's get into some family breaks, shall we? And folks, I believe our very first break is going to be some Topps Chrome baseball. Brett Quimby, best card ripped today. That's a tough one. Probably the downtown that we found this morning. We found a downtown Terry Bradshaw. That was pretty sweet. I agree, David. You're absolutely right, my man. All right, let's randomize this little bad boy. Good to see you, Brett. And humongous shout out to our buddy Rachel, as always, for snagging us this handy dandy little dice tray. Onward, that 1/1 Yankee was pretty damn cool too. You're right. Shout out to Tay-Tay for pulling that 1/1 autographed Bernie Williams. So we have found some serious juice today, my brother. And not to mention what we found in the vintage repacks. The Babe Ruth, the Hank Aaron, the Willie Mays, the Ryan Sandberg rookie. Pretty damn good. The Nolan Ryan. Shout out to Mr. Hopker, Peanut Butter and Jealous. Onward. He says, Junk Wax, can you let me know who had the last break? I want to buy that Ken John Barner auto. So that was Nate the Great Verhalen, and he's over here on TikTok right now, buddy. If you want to make the switch, maybe you can talk to him about that, or Nate the Great Verhalen, if you want to come over here to Twitch. If you want to sell that card, you got somebody that wants to buy it. All right, folks, I'm going to ask you to do me a solid while we're rolling some dice. If you would do me a huge favor, folks, and please either screenshot this list or just remember what spots you have, because I am going to be taking this list off the screen when we do the randomization. Alrighty? Why, thank you, Danny Mackers. I agree. All right, legends. Good luck. How about lucky number 8? 5 and 3. 8 it is. Excuse me. All right, legends. I hope we have screenshotted that list, or at least memorized what spot you have. Here we go. Good luck. What the heck? Give me just a moment here, folks. Not playing nice. There we go. Sorry about that. All right. Let me grab some baseball teams here real quick, my friends. There you go. All right, 8 times. Let me make sure we don't have a space in here. Yeah, we good. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and if you are so inclined, you can start trading your teams, right? Meow. There you go. As always, my dear friends, I'll give you just a couple of minutes to take a gander at those teams. If you would like to trade your teams, you're more than welcome to do so, but there is never any obligation to do so. Hey, welcome back, Dutchie. Brett Quimby says, life was so much simpler when it was Topps, Donruss, and Fleer. My man. Yes, sir. So I remember it was Topps, Donruss, Fleer, Score, Classic, Pacific, Pinnacle, Topps, Fleer. What else was there? There's Sage, Press Pass. Yeah, I feel you there, brother. You're right. Dutchie, hey, if you're taking off tonight, buddy, big hugs and firm handshakes to you, legend. We will see you tomorrow, my good man. Breaku, that's right, some O-Peachy. Shout out to Canada. Spot on, my dude. Bubba says trading... Balake says, I'll trade the Twins and the Diamondbacks. Nice. All right, folks, it does not look like we have a whole lot of trading happening down in the chat, so I'm going to give you about 30 seconds, and we're going to flip this right back around. And I'll be locking them in. Got to snag a brand new sippy. Oh, that's right, Breaku. Upper Deck in there also, buddy. Yes. Absolutely. There's been a lot of card companies, hasn't there? True story. Mr. Ryan Fanger. That's right, brother. Shout out to my marvelous Minnesotan. And Ryan Fanger, by the way there, buddy, I have got you covered on those Gretzky's because you donated that box to the family, buddy. So otherwise, I would have put those Gretzky's into the family pull box for the family. But since you did donate us that box, buddy, I've got you covered. You're good, Bubba. You silly goose. No problem there, buddy. Randy Schmidt says Braves for Diamondbacks. My folks over here on TikTok, thank you for bearing with us for just a moment. I know it's not the most entertaining thing in the world, staring at a break sheet. But I'm just allowing everybody over here on Twitch a couple of minutes to trade their teams if they want. At the end of the day, folks, I'm just trying to give everybody the most opportunities to get the teams that you want. I will do my damnedest, Ryan. You got it covered, buddy. Sure thing. Okie dokie, legends. It looks like the trading has come to a dull roar. I'm going to flip the list around in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okie dokie. Here's, my friends, roast. Gosh, I love spicy Walter. All right, legends. Thank you for giving me just a moment here to lock in these teams. Let's do it. Excuse me. Mr. Todd O'Hara taking down the Cubbies. Blair Burnside, 2 and 3, Guardians and Astros. Uncle Smitty, number 4, the Cardinals. Ryder Hall, number 5, the Mets. Scotty 2 Hottie Kuniko, the Colorado Rockies. Chris Ryder, number 7, the Texas Rangers. The Purple Giraffe says, just out of curiosity, do you ever drink regular water? Not often. Not often. That's boring. I'm just kidding. Kinda. Steven Gomez, number 8, the Dodgers. Brandon Moriarty, also known as our favorite fajita. And Cam Bean Lit. Thank you for smacking the follow button, my friend. Welcome to the family. Aw, thank you, Cam. That is very kind of you to say, buddy. I just saw that comment, by the way, my dude. Welcome to the family, brother. I sincerely appreciate the positivity. That is what helps this channel go round. Nationals for Mr. Moriarty. Rochelle Urbano. taking the Gigantes in number 10. Now remember, folks, we will have a UFC break coming right after this one. All right, Joey Krug, number 11, the Tigers. Looks like we might have a last-minute trade. I see that, Reese. Thank you, Ryder. I appreciate it, buddy. So who's traded? And Balake, I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate you using the trading system over here on Twitch. That is super, super helpful. So I see the trade for the Diamondbacks, but I don't know what team you're trading for there, buddy. Oh, Rochelle, you got your team organically? You're a Gigante fan? That is a beautiful thing. Good to see you there, Shell. MKE fan, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome. Eva Marie, hi. Braves. Okay, so just keep in mind, my dear friends, it is very, very helpful when you use the built-in trading system that we have over here on Twitch. Sometimes it's kind of hard to read between all the comments. So if you can use that trading system, folks, it is easy and it's super, super helpful. So I appreciate you in advance, my dear friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it is Braves for Diamondbacks. So Braves are number 12. So Randy Schmidt and Diamondbacks are number 27. So Balake Juno. So number 27 is going to have the Braves. And number 12 is going to have the Diamondbacks. There you go, gentlemen. Got you locked in. Mike Rushi. So all you have to do is put an exclamation point. So if you see up there, Balake Juno did it. If you put an exclamation point and the word trade, a space, and then your team, it should be able to work for you. Mikey 1, are you here tonight? Our innovation lead at JWV. Shout out to Mr. Mikey 1. All right, Mr. Drew Jones taking down the Blue Jays. Hey, what's up there, brother? It is excellent to see you again, Boot Heel. Top of the Wednesday evening to you, buddy. Eva Marie, thank you for sharing out my live. Happy Hans, you know it, my man. Oh, very cool, Rochelle. Nice. I will keep that in mind. Oh, that's no worries, Randy Schmidt. We'll get you hooked up. There we go. So you see Bubba, Mr. Bubba Taylor there? Just put in trade Astros and Angels. Perfect. Bubba, you rocked my face off there, legend. Thank you so much for the example. Little tutorial. Okie dokie, Mr. Jones, number 13, the Blue Jays. David Piccirilli, number 14 and 15, Padres and Bo Sox. And we are halfway there, my friends. John Walls, number 16, Milwaukee, as Alice Cooper would say. There you go, onward. Nice. John Walls, number 16, the Brewers. David Piccirilli, number 17, the Fightin' Phillies. Onward, number 18, the Pirates. Oh, there you go, David. Thank you, my good man. It all makes sense now. I appreciate you snagging a few spots there, buddy. And good luck. Onward, taking down the Pirates. Looking for some Paul Skeens. Balake Juno, number 19, Minnesota. Uncle Smitty, number 20, the Angels. Balake Juno, number 21, the Pinstripes. That's right, King Floppa. Oh. All right, got you locked in there, Balake. The Mighty Roosh. Shout out to Cade. And Mr. Mike Rushi, number 22, the Orioles. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. Ryan Bruns, number 23, the Athletics. Shout out to Dutch. John Walls, number 24, the Marlins. Dallas Floyd, 25 and 26, White Sox and Tampa Bay Rays. Now remember, my friends, just a heads up, we are working on something right now behind the scenes that is going to completely eliminate my need to write on paper. So there's going to be a revolution coming on this channel. Because folks, for those of you who have not been here since the beginning, there has never been a break here at JWV that I've not had to write on paper. So that's going to be a really, really big deal. I am super excited to show you what we've been working on. Zeppy Guru, thank you for sharing out my live. Aw, thank you so much, Adam. I appreciate that, buddy. I'm sure I will be. It's always the thought that counts, buddy. So I appreciate you being so thoughtful. All right, Melly P, number 28, the Seattle Mariners, you lucky ducky. Blair Burnside, number 29, the Royals. And yes, Mr. Gomez, you got the Trolley Dodgers, buddy. And Todd O'Hara finishing us off with WKRP in Cincinnati. There you go, my dear friends. If you would do me a solid, take a gander at that list, and if it looks appropriate and accurate, may I please have a hell yeah in the chat. That's better. Big Perm. No, I do not, my man. I wish I did. Kyle Giungo, good evening. Welcome back, my dude. How you doing tonight, Kyle? Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, buddy. Thank you, Balake. Thank you, Randy Schmidt. I appreciate you saying that, buddy. Good evening, Whiskey Outlaw. How you doing there, brother? Congratulations on that slab this morning, my dude. And do you have two different names, by the way? You were on here as Striker this morning and now Whiskey Outlaw here tonight. You just have two different accounts? Or did you change your name on me there, buddy? Thank you, David. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Onward. Thank you, Balake. I appreciate you, gentlemen. Let's go. And we're getting down to the nitty-gritty of boxes out of our sealed case of 2025 Topps Chrome. Oh, you have two different accounts. Roger that, my man. Very cool. Well, nice to have you tonight, buddy. All right, legends. Good luck. Here we go. And UFC is coming next. And it is our final midnight UFC break. Kind of sad, actually. But midnight is not easy to find. At a decent price, anyway. You know, there's a lot of times, folks, I get people that'll reach out, they're like, hey, can you find this product? The answer is pretty much always yes. I can always find anything. The question is, can I find it at a decent enough price that I can also sell it to you? And not feel absolutely terrible about how much we have to charge for it. You know what I mean? So there has been several products here in the family, folks, that we just have chosen not to do because they're so expensive that I would have to mark them up so much that I don't even feel comfortable about it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not going to do that. It doesn't make me feel good, and I don't want to pass that on to each and every one of you. So I hope that makes sense. All right, my dear friends, good luck. Hey, Mr. Costa, are you taking off tonight, buddy? Empty box number 1. There's my brother from another mother. Shout out to Brandonio. How are you, Mr. Franz? Shout out to Johnny Utah. Sophie Grace, I wear 7 1/8. Thank you for asking. 1, 2, 3, pack number 4 to the side because it is tradicion. Hey, Nicholas, if you got to go tonight, buddy, big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my friend. Have a magnificent remainder of your evening. And I hope to see you tomorrow, my friend, because we get to do it all over again. All right, pack number 4 ectomies are complete. Let's go. Aw, thank you, Whiskey Outlaw. I appreciate that, brother. It's Cody, correct? If my memory serves me correctly. I hope you're having an amazing evening tonight, Brandon. Always good to see you, you handsome son of a gun. I thought about you today, Brandon. My son and I went to Rudy's, where you and I went, the barbecue place. I got some corn, and it was delicious. Mr. Rick Ernest, another OG of the family, gracing us with his presence. Good to see you, Ricky. How you doing there, big man? Hope you're having a wonderful hump day. Sounds wonderful, Kyle Giungo. I am greatly looking forward to that, my friend, and I cannot thank you enough. Gila Farilla, welcome back, buddy. All right, folks, this is round number 1 of 2. Good luck. Boba Fett, Shota of the Iminaga, Nasty Nestor, Valente Bellozo, Isaac Collins, who is no slouch for Milwaukee on the X Factor rookie, Burley Burleson for the Cardinals. Oh, that is awesome, Brandon. I love it. I love it. Justin Robleski for the Trolley Dodgers. A Gary in the streets, but a Gavin in the sheets. Matt Shaw for the Cubbies. Kamana Wanalea with Sean Manaea. So pass the point, Mahalo. Da-dum, da-dum. Give me a hell yeah if you get that extremely obscure reference. Holton Cowser on the X-Fractor. Nicky Two Bags on the Refractor. For my Seattle Mariners, Louis Castillo doing a melody. That's right, Brandon. You know it, buddy. O'Doyle Rules. Luis Arias, also known as the Sprinkler in Bo Jackson's Ballerina. Oh, there you go, Oja Man Nerd. Welcome back, buddy. Ray, excellent to see you, brother. Sup. Kevin Alcantara on the 1990 rookie throwback for the Cubbies. Nico Cavadas. Chris Bryant. Marcel Ozuna. Bobby Witt Jr. Shout out to Mr. Alan White. Pete Fairbanks. Paul Skeens on the Future Stars. There you go, Onward. Little Yastrzemski. Shout out to Sophie. Or no, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Shout out to Rochelle on the Little Yastrzemski on the X-Fractor. Mikey Burrows. Balake Snell. Theodosio. Mr. I Can't Pass a Physical. Mr. Carlos Correa. Is that? I think that might be an image variation short print there, fam. Yeah. I think that might be an image variation short print of the Mr. I Can't Pass a Physical. Carlos Correa. And I need to grab some brand new penny sleeves. Allow me just a moment, my dear friends. You know we got to smack them around a little bit for good luck. Oh, Oja Man Nerd, that is very kind of you to say, buddy. It is great to see you tonight, my brother. Hope you've had a very happy hump day. All right. I am 99% sure that that is an image variation SP, but I will need to verify that after the break. So if somebody wants to look that one up, please feel free to do so. I think that might be an image variation SP. All right, moving on. Air Jordan Alvarez. Shout out to Bubba. Anthony Volpe. Christian Campbell. Luis Angel Acuna. That is confirmed, my friends. Thank you so much, Card Gods. There you go. That is confirmed. That is an image variation short print. Carlos Correa for Minnesota. And that goes to Balake Juno. Congratulations, Balake. Nice. That's the nail in the coffin on that one, yeah? So, Brandon, the code on the back ends in 560. The base cards end in 426. If you want to check that one out, Brandon, I appreciate you so much, buddy. Thank you. So, we're going to go ahead and top load that one up. There you go, Balake. Nice, buddy. Mr. Jesse Winker. Mikey Stanton. Lucky Luciano. Or Rochelle. And Devin Williams, last but not least, on the refractor for the pinstripes, going to Balake Juno one more time. Not too shabby on round number 1. Let's move on. That is correct, Onward. There are no guaranteed autographs in this one. Correct. But there is guaranteed autographs in that 2025 Topps Finest. And there is just a handful of teams left. I would love to bust into that one. Folks, I'll make you a deal. If by some act of the universe we take down those last teams in that half-case break of Topps Finest, we will bust that tonight. Threaten me with a good time. All right, my dear friends. Round number 2. Starting off with Bellozo. Again, Luis Robert, also known as El Pantera in Bo Jackson's Ballerina. Jairo Iriarte for the White Sox. Cody Belly. Brady Basso, otra vez el Basso, for the Athletics. How about a Pobrecito, Altuvito, a different type of short print. And I'm going to hell. Julio Rodriguez. My PC for the Seattle Mariners going to Melody. Jamer. Francisco chucking some lumber. Tristan McKenzie. Jose Ramirez. Ryan Reynolds wrap on the refractor. Always drinking that Haterade, Mr. Josh Hader. Ozzy Albies. Griffin Conine. Tyler Soderstrom for the Athletics on the Future Stars. Ryan Bliss, rookie for our Seattle Mariners. Gotta love the City Connect uniform. Michael King. Spencer Barry Horowitz. For the Pirates, shout out to Onward. Mr. Anderson. The Dingler, Dylan Dingler. Luis Angel Acuna. So nice, we have seen him twice. Air Jordan Alvarez on the X-Fractor. Shout out to Bubba. Jacob Wilson, rookie on the X-Fractor. That's a nice one. 1/3 of the brothers Naylor, who is now a Seattle Mariner. JT Realmuto. Shout out to Mikey 1. I'd like to have a go around with that filly. Aaron Carpenter for the Motor City Kitties. And that goes to Joey Krug. And that is to 199. There you go, Joey. Realmuto, so nice we got him twice. Otto Lopez. Nacho Alvarez Jr. for the Braves. DJ Hertz. Mookie. Daniel Schneeman. Shohei Ohtani on the all-etch. There you go, Mr. Gomez. Felicidades, Steven. Salvi on the X-Fractor. And Jose Can You See, who just broke his leg recently for the Mets. And that is round 2 in the books, my friends. Let me sleeve this one up for Mr. Krug. And then we're getting into those pack number 4s. And then, my friends, we're getting into some UFC. All right, good luck. Roger that, Brandon. Happens to the best of us, my brother, but I do appreciate you trying. Thank you. Thank you so much, Bubba. Beautiful. It is slightly alarming that I go through so many cards that I can call out an image variation short print without even looking at the code. That's when you know you go through a lot of packs. Hey, what's up, Tony G? Good to see you tonight, OG. Hope you're having a good one. Sophia, welcome back, you legend. Rough times over there. I'm sorry to hear that, Tony G. Well, big hugs and firm handshakes to you, buddy. I hope I can take your mind off it for just a couple of minutes, my brother. Good to see you. All right, we have a Brooks Baldwin for the White Sox. Ronel Blanco. Carlos Narvaez. Julio Rodriguez. So nice. Melody got him twice. Shea Whitcomb. Why am I saying Whitcomb? Weird. Cool Whip. Will Wheaton. Mark Vientos for the Mets. Spencer Schwellenbach. Michael Harris. Spencer Steer. Back-to-back WKRP in Cincinnati, Balake Dunn. Connor Norby for the Marlins and Randy Arozarena. Finishing that one off for my Seattle Mariners on the Refractor Randy. There you go, Brandon Franz. You got it. Alric Baldwin. I love it so much. Thank you, Brandon. All right, my dear friends, that is another juicy Junk Wax Vintage family break in the books. Ian Billings over here on TikTok says, are you inspired somewhat by a certain Jim Carrey? No, but I appreciate you saying that, my man. Thank you so much. You know it, Jefecito.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Timothy, thank you for smacking the follow button, my man. That's actually what my son was saying at the dinner table tonight. My 12-year-old. He was like, Mom, I need you to call me Timothy from now on. Like, okay, son. Thank you so much, Mr. Amerman. Good evening, Steven. Great to see you tonight, big man. Big hugs and firm handshakes to another OG of the family. All right, my dear friends, allow me just a moment of housekeeping, and let me just have a moment to kill the K-pop. There you go. You read my mind there, Scotty2 Hottie Kuniko. Thank you, big man. Shout out to the Hammer, and we're not talking about Mark Coleman. Good to see you tonight, Jeff. How you doing, buddy? Another OG of the family. Bubba, thank you for dropping that Discord link in the chat. I truly appreciate it, my dude. So, folks, just a heads up. I'm trying to blanket everybody here. Unfortunately, my friends, Facebook is shutting down the chat groups. So, just to be clear, our Facebook group, the Junk Wax Vintage Card Club, is not going anywhere. Okay, the group is totally fine. It is the chat groups within the Facebook group. So the AOL 2.0-esque chat rooms that we have, there's 5 of them. It does look like all those are going away, my friends. So we're trying to get everybody over to Discord. So if you have not followed us on Discord yet, you might want to. We would love to have you. Oscar, bienvenidos a familia, my man. Thank you for smacking that follow button. All right, little bit of housekeeping. Congratulations again to Balake Juno on the Image Variation SP, Carlos Correa. That's a nice one. That is our very first Image Variation SP that we pulled out of Topps Chrome this year. David Table, good evening, my man. Great to see ya. Hey, thank you, Scotty2 Hottie Kuniko. I love the positivity, Jeff Hansen. Thank you, my good man. Alrighty. How about some UFC? 2025 Topps Midnight. And this is our final box of Midnight. Ride Daddy says, how do you know when it's an Image Variation SP? So, I can see it because I go through so many cards. So I kind of know what the base cards look like. So when I see something that is different, it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb in my mind. But to verify them, there is actually a printing code on the back. So if you look at the printing code on the back, it's going to be different than all the other base cards. I'll give you an example. Okay, so this is a base card, and you're looking for this number right there. See, it ends in 426. That CMP code, that is a printing code. Okay? So an Image Variation SP is going to have a different printing code because they are printed in a different lot. I know it's kind of hard to see it, but you see that is a 560 on that printing code. T-Dub. So if you want to come over here to Twitch for just a moment, my man, they're dropping the Discord link over there. I will see if I can drop one over here on TikTok for you, but you will have to copy and paste it. Give me just a moment here, folks. I will put that in TikTok for you. There you go. If you copy and paste that into your browser, it should work. Thank you, T-Dub. And if it does not, yeah, come on over here to Twitch, buddy. We'll get you squared away. All right, legends. No randomization needed on this one. Thank you, Ryan Fanger. I appreciate you, brother. I hope so. Oh, I'm so sorry, David. Gosh dang it. I have done the same, my friend. I'll tell you what, brother. If I had $1 for every hour that I have spent going through cards and looking at the CMP code, I would be a rich man. I do it a lot. And I do it for myself, obviously. I go back through all my old cards that are in like 800 card boxes, right? But I also do that for everybody here in the family. So whenever we have a big old Topps Heritage break, we've done several case breaks of that product. I have literally thousands of cards to look through, and I do that because I would hate for one of you guys to like not pick up on it and not know that it was there, right? So I always go back through. I have spent hours and hours and hours looking at those CFP codes. I'm with you, David. You have all the empathy, my good man. All right, my dear friends. Let's go. Good luck. We're starting with 2025 Topps Chrome. We will end with that magnificent midnight. Petey, good evening, buddy. Shout out to JP Breaks. Great to see you, my dude. All right, legends. Good luck. Shout out to Jay and Petey, also known as Purbin. Mr. Urban. Empty box there, homies. We have to make our own pack number 4s in this one. Carson Ryan, what's up? Hi. All right, your pack number 4s are to the side because it is Tradicion. We're doing this in 3 rounds. Good luck. And I don't know that we've seen a case hit yet in our 2025 Topps Chrome. These do come from a sealed case. So maybe we find something juicy. As always, my friends, if it is your very first time tuning into this ugly mug, it is wonderful to have you. My name is Dalen, also known as JunkWaxVintage. You can find me here almost every single day. Starting your morning right, ending your evening right, with that juicy junk wax, some marvelous modern cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always just a couple laughs. So if you are new here tonight, my friends, if you want to come over here and join us on Twitch or YouTube, you are absolutely welcome. All right, we have an Amir Albazi. Johnny Martinez, rookie. Tatsuro Taira. Nice. On the negative refractor. Ooh, and we have our very first autograph, and it goes to Cody Custer. First break magic for Cody Custer. Congratulations, my fellow Austinite, Gabriel Bonfim. Rookie auto. Nice. And that dude is no slouch. How about Chito Vera on the purple? There's Mr. Custer. You are so welcome, Cody. It is my pleasure, buddy, and I'm glad you're here tonight, my dude. Horace Griffin. Juven says, I got a question. I want to get cards pre-graded, but don't know how to prepare cards to ship to you. You can just send them in penny sleeves and top loaders, my friend. That's your best bet. And then wrap them up so they're not like flying around the box. That would be great. I appreciate you asking, brother. Elvis and Peggy Sue says, what can you find in the 2025 National Exclusive Haunted Hits Wildcard Single Pack? Your best bet there, Elvis and Peggy Sue, is to go check out the checklist, my friend. I wish I knew everything that was in there. I'm so sorry I do not. We have found a lot of cool cards, though. They are multi-sport, I can tell you that. All right, we have Andre Muniz. Aylin Perez. Mackenzie Dern. How you Darren? I'll see myself out. Shamil Gazif, rookie. Adrian Yanez on the negative refractor. Oh, we got a Schmeckel, and it is a Diego Lopez to 250. And that is second on print, going to Brandon Daigle, my cousin. Shout out to Brandon. Shavkat Rachmanov, when he was fighting Wonder Boy Stephen Thompson. On the Titans, Ilya Topuria. Beautiful. Nice one, Drewzer. Congratulations, you legend. Gotta love it. There you go, brother. Wow. How about Israel Adesanya? That is back-to-back Drewzer. Happy to do it for you, Drewzer. Luana Santos, rookie. Thank you, Royal Blue Kingdom. Norma Dumont. Mario Bautista. Renato Money Moicano. Carlos Prates, when he was fighting Li Jingliang, rookie. He had a big win this last weekend. Esteban Ribovics, rookie. MVP. on the AKA. Christian Duncan rookie. Pete Vera. So nice we have seen him twice. Nate Landwehr. Daniel Zellhuber. Christian Duncan, rookie on the negative refractor. Javid Basharat to 150. And that goes to Druzer in the letter J. Luana Santos. Maria Godinez Gonzalez. Monel Kopp. Do not spit in that Kopp's burger. I don't want a liter of cola. I want a large farva. Mr. Sadikov. Yasmin Jasudavicius. Melissa Mullins. King, also known as Bobby Green. Carlos Ulberg. Peyton Talbot. One of the hottest rookies of 2025 on the red and blue rookie. Beautiful. And that goes to Timbo T-Wood. Shout out to one half of the Towers of Power. Shavkat Rakhmonov. And folks, I have called it, and I will call it again. I think it is a matter of time before this dude's wearing a belt. Might want to stock up on that guy while you can when it's cheap. Esteban Ribovics. And Luana Pinero. It's a lady. Finishing off round number 1. And what a heck of a round number 1 it was. We have some sleevers in there, my friends. Mr. Michael Ferrara, good evening, buddy. How are you? How was your Wednesday, my dude? Bro. Might want to do a little bit of research on that one. That is beautiful. On the Titans, Ilya Topuria. Well, good evening there, Poppy Cholo. Our brother from the Philippines. Nice to see you tonight. And I need to grab some brand new top loaders. That's what I was thinking, Ryan Fanger. That's right, buddy. Thank you for bearing with me for just a moment. Thank you, Onward. So that is the case hit. Nice. Congratulations, Druzer. I had a hunch. For those of you that are new here to the family, we do create our own supplies. So if you want to head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com and snag yourself down some of the best top loaders in the game. Always, I am slightly partial, but I think they're pretty damn cool. Feel free to do so. We do make 55 point, 35 point, 75 point, 100 point, and 130 point. Banana Pudding, welcome back, homie. Happy hump evening. There you go, General Custer. Little first break magic autograph for you tonight, Cody. Congratulations, my man. And of course, Druzer, I am very happy to pre-grade that one for you, my man. Congratulations. Hey, Chef James Reinhart tuning in over there on Facebook. Good to see you tonight, buddy. Hope you've had a very happy hump day. All right. Let's get into round number 2. Eco Pro over here on the TikTok says, please educate me on why those top loaders and others are better. Like I said, I'm a little bit partial because we make them ourselves. So I like them very, very much. But myself and my wife, we actually did 6 months of research and development on our top loaders. So we tried like 20 or 30 different types made of all different kinds of polymers, different thicknesses, different hues for that matter. And we found the one that we liked the most. And that's the one that we went with. So thank you for asking, my man. I think we put a lot of work into it. And I've had a lot of feedback from everybody here on this channel that have said that they think they're the best top loaders in the game as well. So I'm just going off of that, my friend. I appreciate you asking. Thank you. I love it, James Reinhart. Thank you so much for making the switch from Facebook to Twitch. Good to see you tonight, you handsome son of a gun. Hope you've had a very happy hump day. David, if you're taking off tonight, buddy, thank you as always. Have a magnificent sleep, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my man. Alrighty, we have Gabriel Bonfim. So nice, you got him twice. Michael Morales. Movsar Evloev. And folks, I am so glad that Aaron Pico did not fight that guy. Because if he did not beat Lerone Murphy, I don't think there was a chance in hell that he was going to beat Movsar Evloev. And that was the original matchup, folks, is that Aaron Pico was supposed to fight this fella. Islam Makhachev on the negative refractor. Renat Fakhredinov. Ooh, we have the human highlight reel. Mr. Justin Gaethje, numbered to 150. There you go, Druzer. Ilya Topuria, that is back-to-back Druzer. Iron Michael Chandler. Kevin Holland. Victoria Dudakova. Ikram Alaskarov on the negative refractor. Mr. B. Wad says, I'm new to your stream. Why do you place the pack number 4 to the side, and why is it a tradition? It is a little bit of a story, my friend. Can I tell you after we're done ripping? About a Diego Lopez, numbered to 199 on the Aqua. And that goes to Brandon Daigle. Nazim Sadikov, rookie. Refractor. Ooh, we got the Axe Murderer. Mr. Vanderlei Silva. Legend of Legends. Habib Nurmagomedov. Rikus Duplessis, your former middleweight champ. And like I called last week, my dear friends, you might want to come off of those Dreykus cards because I had a hunch he was not walking out of that octagon with the belt. And that is exactly what happened. The Black Beast, Derek Lewis, when he was fighting Cyril Gahn. Steven Urseg, we got a redemption for Druzer that I just redeemed a couple of days ago. Autograph of that young man. Then Magorimbo, we've actually had a few redemptions of his also. The Breakable. Tatiana Suarez. And I'm going to hell. Eduardo Mora on the red and blue, rookie. Iron Michael Chandler on the throwback. Corey Sandhagen. The Polish power of Jan Blachowicz. Trey Walters, rookie. Sergey Pavlovich. Yair El Pantera Rodriguez. Ian Billings says, did you bet the fight? I did not. I did not. Ian Machado Gary. I'm not a big better, if I'm being honest with you. I probably should have, though. I would have done very, very well. I did put my picks in on our Discord server, and I did pretty well. That is numbered 170 out of 175, going to Drew Reimer on the Ian Gary. Carl Williams, rookie. Jerry Prohaska, your former light heavyweight champ. John Silva. We pulled an autograph for Druzer out of the last one. Reiner, the Ritter, when he was fighting Gerald Mearshart, rookie. And folks, I just saw today, and I'm having a brain fart. I can't remember who he's fighting, but he's fighting somebody. And the next person is going to fight Hamzat. There's going to be basically a fight-off, and it's going to be De Ritter and somebody else that I can't think of. Somebody want to help me out with that one? I know it, but I can't bring it to my mind right now. For some reason, I feel really silly. Joanna Champion. Piera Rodriguez. Fluffy Hernandez. Thank you so much, Druzer. Yes, it is Fluffy Hernandez. That's right. Yep. And thank you, Randy Schmidt. So yeah, Fluffy and De Ritter are going to fight to see who fights Hamzat. That's like fighting to find out who's going to fight a monster. I don't know if I want to win that fight. You know what I mean? Yikes. The Meatball, Molly McCann. Alex Jones, thank you for smacking the follow button, my friend. My fellow Austinite. Good to see ya. Yasmin Lucindo. Christian Duncan on the purple. Alexander the Great. Manuel Torres. And Weston Wilson, rookie. Finishing that one off. That is correct. I saw that, Druzer. Yep. Shout out to Fluffy. who was at the Hamzat fight. Banana pudding. You know, I just don't know if that's going to happen. We'll see. Elvis and Peggy Sue. I am a huge Seahawks fan, yes. I'm originally from the state of Washington, but I now live in Austin, Texas. I've been here for about 13 years, but I spent 30 years up there in my home state of Washington. Couple of sleevers here, my friends. And then we're getting into our midnight box next. All right, pack number 4s. Let's go. Thank you, Elvis and Peggy Sue. I appreciate that, my friend. All right, we have El Kakui, Tony Ferguson, Bo Nickel, Danny Barlow rookie, Luana Santos on the negative refractor rookie, Vitor Petrino rookie, Nasruddin Imavov on the throwback, your heavyweight champ, Mr. Tom Aspinall, when he was fighting Pavlovich, Zhang Wei Li fighting the Cookie Monster, Nasruddin Imavov, so nice you got him twice. Win, Mr. Dunphy, good evening, my man, how are you? Chito Vera on the negative refractor. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, Mr. Rob Richardson, I am peanut butter and jealous to you, legend. How about the Iceman? UFC Hall of Famer, autograph number to 99.
Oh my God!
Wow. That is sick. On-card autograph too there, Rob Richardson. Shout out to the family pharmacist. There you go, buddy. Wow. Woo. Just leaving and top loading that one up for you, Rob Richardson. Excuse me. That is 45 out of 99 there for you, buddy. Nice. Beautiful autograph, too. That could be a grader there, Rob Richardson. Possibly. Yikes. Need a little sippy. Cheers, my friends. Roast. All right, moving on. How about Farid Basharat on the Prism Refractor? Jamal Hill on the big ticket insert. Funky Cold Molina. And Rodolfo Bellato, last but not least. Woo! All right, my dear legends. Having a hard time over here, gosh dang it. Give me just a moment, please. Woo! It's like I've been talking all day or something. Alrighty. Rob Richardson, that big ticket insert is 1 in every 40 packs. Really? We've actually found quite a few of those. That's cool. Good to know. All right, legends. Let's get into our final... That's right, Goodwood. That's right. Let's get into our final box of 2025 Topps Midnight. Good luck, my friends. And homies, it has been almost 3 hours together of quality family time tonight. This will be our last rip of the evening. But don't you worry. Don't you fret. We will be back here. Same junk time. Same junk channel. 9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. And we get to do it all over again. I've got the hiccups and a frog in my throat. Double whammy. All right, legends, for the last time on this extremely wonderful Wednesday, we shout grippeth. And we shout rippeth. Good luck. I need to go eat some peanut butter while hanging upside down and holding my breath. All right, good luck. One pack to rule them all. I see you there, James. Thank you so much, Drews. I appreciate that, brother. I do my damnedest. Okie dokie. Ooh. Starting out with Mr. 19-0, Movsar Evloev. And that goes to Drewser. I love Midnight so much. I've said it before and I will say it again, folks. And I appreciate you bearing with me through the hiccups, gosh dang it. How about Nazim Sadikov? And that goes to Timbo T. Wood on the RPA. Nice one. Our second autograph is the Sandman, Mr. Corey Sandhagen, numbered to 25, going to Rob Richardson. Congratulations, Rob. And that is another one for you, my friend. That is second on print to 25. And he is in the top 5 pretty much always. So that is a beautiful, beautiful card there, Rob Richardson. Again. Ooh, how about Vicente Luque? And that goes to Cody Custer. Congratulations to my fellow Austinite. Another autograph for you there, buddy. And that is 11th on print to 25. Beautiful. Joanna Champion on the Lunar Tide. It's not a Tuma. That is not numbered, and that goes to Drewser. There you go, buddy. How about the breakable Tatiana Suarez going to Randy Schmidt? And that is numbered to 125. I would love to see her come back and get a title eventually. But that's a long road back. And last but not least, a roll by. Rookie. On the Midnight. Nice. Gotta love it. Well, there you go, legends. Another juicy Junk Wax Vintage Family Break in the books.
Ooh, yeah.
That is correct, Bruiser. I love that they let him wear his hat, right? So cool. All right, my dear friends, I need to sleeve these up real quick. We'll do a quick little recap. I got you, Martin. There you go, buddy. Nice. Mr. Travis Graham, I appreciate you hanging out tonight. As always, my good man. Have a wonderful remainder of your evening if you're taking off tonight. I will not be too far behind you. So full disclosure, folks, you know I will always be transparent with you, even if it is to my detriment. Your boy got about 3 hours of sleep last night. So it's been a challenging day today. Gosh dang it. So immediately after this stream, I am taking my happy ass to bed because I need some rest. But I will be back here bright and early tomorrow morning, and we get to do it all over again. I will be here and rested and ready to rock. So thank you for bearing with me today, gosh dang it. Kevin Conlon, how did you do in your 5-for-5 baseball? That's a good question, my friend. I don't think I did very well, though. Just being honest with you. Excuse me. Let's check, just for you, Kevin Conlon. How did I do here? Not terrible, but could have done better. 3 out of 5. There you go, buddy. All right. Recap. Let me do a little separating here. I think this is going to go in a 130. Yeah. That's a thick boy on the Nazim. Going to Timbo T. Wood. Congratulations to one half of the Towers of Power. All right. So let's start with some honorable mentions. We have the Peyton Talbot red and blue, and that goes to Timbo. We have the Mr. Arolbai rookie, and that goes to Drew Reimer. Joanna Champion, also going to Drew Reimer on the Lunar Tide. And Movsar Evloev, also going to Drew Reimer on the Midnight Parallel. Into our numbered cards. We have the Tatiana Suarez going to Randy Schmidt, numbered to 125. And that is 39th on print. David Basharat, numbered to 150, going to Druser. Thick with 3 C's, you know it, Druser. Ian Machado Gary, speaking of Druser. Diego Lopez, and that is Druser's PC, but this one goes to Brandon Daigle this evening on the Aqua to 199. The Human Highlight Reel, Justin Gaethje to 150 on the AKA, and that goes to Drew Reimer. Diego Lopez, so nice, you got him twice on the numbered. That is to 250 on the Schmeckel. Elia Topuria on the case hit. Titans, going to Druser. That is beautiful, my brother. We'll pull that one out for pre-grading. We got the Iceman, Chuck Liddell, numbered to 99 on the auto. That is so beautiful. Congratulations again, family pharmacist. And last but not least, Gabriel Bonfim, going to Cody Custer. Nice. And then we have Corey Sandhagen, going to Rob Richardson, 225. Nazim, that one goes to Timbo on the RPA, and Vicente Luque going to Cody Custer again, numbered to 25. There you go, buddy. Thank you so much, Onward. I appreciate the kind words, my dude. Hey, what's up, AJ? Good to see you, my brother. How you doing tonight, big man? My fellow veteran. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. So it is a little bit of a late night, and that was our very last rip of the evening. So perfect timing, buddy. Always good to see you, brother. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my friend. Damian Gomez, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the family. All right, folks. It has been another absolutely wonderful Wednesday from start to finish. We had a very, very fun morning show this morning. I appreciate you all hanging. And of course, my friends, it has been a very happy hump evening. Congratulations to each and every one of you that got some juice in that UFC break. Congratulations to those of you that got some juice in that Topps Chrome. And folks, tomorrow might be a 3-break day. We shall see. So as always, my dear friends, if you would like to head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com, please keep in mind that anytime you purchase something when I'm not live, that is 1000% okay. And I really appreciate it when you do that, because it kind of allows us to tentatively plan how the show's going to go. I'm always very, very grateful when you purchase before the shows. But when you do that, folks, whatever you purchase will be waiting for you on my next live show. And tomorrow morning, that will be at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I sincerely hope that I get to see each and every one of you then. Hey, thank you, Cody Custer. I appreciate you, buddy. And that's right, neighbor. My fellow Austinite. Damn good to have you, buddy. Always nice to have fellow Austinites with us. Carson Ryan says, what's my favorite food? That's a good question, my friend. I kind of like it all, buddy. That's a tough question. My favorite right now, I know this sounds kind of silly, but there is a company called True Fruit that makes fruit, but it's frozen in chocolate. And I eat bags of cherries, and they're delicious. So shout out to True Fruit. Probably my favorite food right now. There you go, buddy. Thank you for asking, Carson Ryan. All right, my dear friends, my family, as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me and bearing with me on a little bit of a challenging Wednesday. Like I said, folks, I will be back tomorrow at 100%, and I'm excited to be back here with you. So, until I see you again, as always, my dear friends, I need you to do me a solid. I need you to do me a favor. Please, until I see you again, be good to yourself, be good to the people around you, and practice that attitude of gratitude. Try to focus on what you do have instead of what you don't have. And I will see you all bright and early tomorrow morning. And enjoy your outro jingle, folks. And we'll see you at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. Have a great night, everybody. Smoochies. I'm such a dork. Let's bring it back down, shall we?
That break was wild. What a Wednesday show. Dalen brought the fire, and we let it flow. From the first pack into the final hit, JWV made every minute legit. Mrs. Junk Wax sorted with skill and speed. The legends show love, that's all we need. We cracked some backs, we shared some laughs, and pulled some heat on behalf of the past. We stayed grateful, we stayed true. Brought the cardboard magic right to you. Spicy water poured and the vibes ran high. We wrapped another break under the Wednesday sky. From the chat to the hits, every second felt right. Thanks for rolling through our wonderful Wednesday night.
Thank you as always, my dear friends. Happy hands. Have a good night, my brother. Danny Mackers, right back to you, legend. Banana Pudding. Have a wonderful night, my friend. Carson Ryan, you too, buddy. And Damian Gomez. We did the chrome tonight, my man. But if you would like to head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com, you are more than welcome, Damian. You betcha, buddy.
That break was wild. What a Wednesday show. Dalen brought the fire, and we let it flow. From the first pack into the final hit, JWV made every minute legit. Mrs. Junk Wax sorted with skill and speed. The legends show love, that's all we need. We cracked some backs, we shared some laughs, and pulled some heat on behalf of the past. We stayed grateful, we stayed true. Brought the cardboard magic right to you. Spicy water poured and the vibes ran high. We wrapped another break under the Wednesday sky. From the chat to the hits, every second felt right. Thanks for rolling through our wonderful Wednesday night.
Oh, yeah.
Did we miss Baywatch?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
And I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night, yeah.
Oh, my.
After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob.
Oh, wow.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Come out, Craig. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
I am humble in general.
I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, I got that Ric Flair. Woo! I got that Ric Flair.
Come out, Craig.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. All right, you incredible human beings. It has been another absolutely wonderful Wednesday. Thank you so damn much for just being you. Thank you so damn much for being a loved and valued member of this community. I love you all so damn much. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around. And legends, we made it up to 63,000 likes over here on TikTok tonight.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
That is an astonishing number of screen taps, my dear friends. That is more screen taps than people in the city that myself and Mrs. Junkwax grew up in. That is amazing. Thank you as always, my legends. And again, I'm chomping at the bit. Be right back here with you tomorrow morning. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around. Much love and respect.